We are on Twitch. We're live. Hello, for the plan. Hi, Twitchies. Oh, this person is so annoying. Hi, Robbie. Hi, Talia. Hi, JJ. Addie. Welcome, Mike Raid. Welcome, Goon TV Raid. When I tell y'all my newest obsession, I might have mentioned this already. These Skittles popped. It is life-changing, in case anyone was wondering. I'm going to check on the YouTubers. Let's see how they're doing. All right. Where are the Twitchies? Where are the YouTubers? I was asking you, Mal. He's trying to climb a corner. There's nothing there. They're very crunchy. Hi, Joy. Joy's over on YouTube. Mal, come here. Mal. Mal. Are you ready to face your crimes? It's time. He's been evading the law. Are we surprised? No. Joy and Fuzzy Bubbles are over on Twitch as well. Love it. Love you so much. They also make these in the regular Skittles version if you don't like sour stuff. He's still staring at the corner. We are doing our little cuticle oil. Hope everyone is having an awesome day. It's Wednesday, right? Yep. I feel like once we hit Wednesday, there's something so amazing about it. Because we're so close. So close to Friday. Right, we are. All right, we only have 9 shares. That is why we're not getting opposition. We need to, everybody needs to share 5 times. You can share to yourself. You can just copy link. We need to all be doing our little heart me, and then once you do the heart me, you got to go back and collect your points. You have to they do give you points for like sharing it. Sometimes they give you points for commenting. You just have to check up and like there's like little tasks and you just like cross them off. Helps boost the live. Pull that. I do have a foster kitten update. Lexapro and Zoloft. Um, they still have they still have the shits. They very much do. But they're getting bigger, their appetite is great. I don't know. So maybe they just have kitten IBS. And that's just what we're gonna deal with. No, it's behind me. But good news is they're like still growing, have a great appetite. So we got our fingers crossed. Thank you, Bradley. Kitten IBS sounds rough. Yeah. That is a wild username, Satan, comma, UTI. Hi, Brittany. Thank you for the little popular thingy. It's a popular arrow. Are they too little for probiotics? We've tried probiotics. Did you get the narcolepsy back? No, not yet. No, no update on the necropsy. It's got to be soon because it says they said 4 to 6 weeks, so it has to be soonish. Has to be. Hi, Addie. Addie's over on YouTube, getting us some watch hours. I love that. Appreciate you. Oh, that's fun. So, Damn Neck, first time chatter on Twitch says, shout out to all the people filming protesters committing crimes. The FBI is identifying them in no time. Protest peacefully and lawfully, or you will face consequences. Okay, but uh, we weren't actually talking about the protest, so like chill, perhaps. But it's always interesting and obvious when it's a bot when that kind of stuff happens. Like they just set up that bot to just like what? It's very strange. Oh, you're not a bot, so you're just dumb. Yeah, you're right. You're just dumb as hell. That's what he wrote. He wrote. Mhm. Bots can be programmed to have typos, but if you weren't dumb, then you would know that we weren't talking about the protests at all. So like you kind of just proved to yourself that you're dumb. Bots do get mad when you call them dumb or when you call them bots because they don't want to be identified. They're trying to be real people. Thank you, Marina. So yeah, we have some bots if you want to play with on Twitch, y'all. There's bots over there to mess around with. But yeah, I don't know, friend. If we were talking about the protest, then I wouldn't be calling you dumb because then your comment would apply. But it doesn't apply, so that's how we ended up here. It's called reading the room. I guarantee that you're you're a bot pretending to be a man because men are the only ones that don't know how to read a room. You know, I'll just go back to eating my little sour Skittles pot. My point is you're a bot, friend. He's still in there, so chatting away. Oh, this is so good. He's already gone to insults, y'all. They're so predictable. And these are also my favorite candy currently. I didn't know if I was gonna like them, but like really good. Mm. What's nice about them is like if you like sour Skittles, but like the red like the it's not like a residue, it's like that powder on your hands. This doesn't do that. Like you're not gonna have sour crystals on your hands. No. And they're like crunchy instead of chewy, which I love a good crunchy thing. Mm-mm-mm. Yeah, I'm definitely not letting up that up. You can go ahead and change your name and your profile pic, and then maybe I'll let you up. I'm not letting you up with that name and profile pic. Fucking weirdo. Oh, the bot is still botting. That's crazy. Here to like, oh, that's you? Ew. Mm. No. Like I said, you got to change your username and your profile picture. I don't let people up with weak gains. Do you even lift, bro? Oh shit. TikTok receipts is watching my YouTube, y'all. That means we gotta behave. I'm not trying to get canceled by TikTok receipts. Mm-mm-mm. Everyone behave. Ooh, Chris is over on YouTube. We love that. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. He's so mad, y'all. He is so upset on Twitch. He's like crashing out, dude. At least I have a degree. Um, Degree's not really a flex. But I mean, I also have a degree. Do you want to compare majors? I don't know. Uh, does he not see the credentials of my name? You look well rested and calm. Where are the kitties? The kitties, one is in the living room and two are in the incubator, and then the adult cat is in my office. Thank you, Terrence. Appreciate you. Uh, oh, we got a flash goal. How much you want to bet it's a heart me? Oh, actually, okay, we might actually be able to hit this flash goal. It's a heart puff. I don't think we've done that for a goal yet today. So we need 40 different people. It can't be the same person. It has to be 40 different people to send a heart puff. I think we could do it. It's one coin. Ooh, welcome, Marley on YouTube. Appreciate you. Y'all are having so much fun over there. I don't think I've ever had 14 viewers on Twitch, and I know you guys are just there to mess with the bot. I'm so proud of y'all. Truly. I am so proud at the trollery. Epic. Love it so much. Where are we at? We need 14 more heart puffs from different people. It's one coin. It helps push us in the algorithm, helps us get better ops. It helps us, I don't know. I don't know if it actually does any of that stuff, but allegedly. Thank you, Tiana, over on YouTube. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Mm, 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 mm. The creator is a right beg. I don't know what that means. Thank you, Rebel. It is my like what I imagine a librarian's letter to be. Particularly elementary school librarian. I don't know. It's thrifted. Very cozy. Love it so much. But yes, I am more rested than usual because I don't have as many bottle babies. I'm trying my hardest to not take on any bottle babies because I'm going out of town in a couple weeks and it'll be harder to like find someone to take care of the animals. But you never know. It might still happen. That's so funny. What do you mean let you swear? Oh man, he's already doing slurs in the chat, y'all. It's funny. He also said this dumb bitch begging for money instead of getting a job. I have a job. I have a job, friend. I do. I don't care what Twitch terms of service is, that is a slur. If it wasn't a slur, you would be able to write it without putting a symbol in there. Now 17 people over there trolling him. Okay, then write it normal. Write it without the symbol. Thank you, Dean. He is a raging over there. Thank you. Y'all are giving me so many compliments. I appreciate you. You have an auto mod set up to delete it. I don't know how to set up an auto mod. I don't know how to do that. So unless it automatically does it. Because I don't know Twitch that well. Wish I did, but I don't. Yeah, it doesn't look like we're getting any ops, any legitimate ops at least. So we might just have to go right into canceling the chairman. I mean, he did bite me. You guys saw him bite me again yesterday. He's just acting innocent right now, but his tail is swishy swishing. We need 8 more people to send a heart puff. It's 1 coin, and it needs to be people that haven't sent one already. Hey, your baby. Oh, you guys got to do the crazy eyes. Cordellini would lay like that. Poor lady doesn't beat me up. I love that. I love that everyone is doing highlighted messages over on Twitch. Oh shit! Your mom doesn't love you, damn neck. I'm sorry. Uh, I do have mods. I don't know if they're there though. Satan's over on Twitch. Love that. Ew, he's a landlord. Ick. That makes a lot of sense though. That's why he doesn't get any buns. We need 1 more heart puff. That's the only way for him to have people in his life, people that depend on him for housing. Thank you. We did it. We did the flash goal. Thank you guys so much. Multi-fam and single fam. It's great living. Um, I don't like to make a living off of the exploitation of people's basic needs. I prefer to make a living off of my actual talents and brains and labor. So you're saying that you got a degree to be a landlord? That seems like a wasted piece of paper. Sounds fun. You have no talent. You don't know me. I obviously have talent if I have a career, have a job. Yeah, I definitely don't believe that, Michelle. I definitely don't believe that. There's 0 chance he got a degree in bioengineering and turned out to be a landlord. That's a major L. I agree with Josiah over on Discord. Um, Nobody authorized Mike's name change. We're gonna need to put him, you know, put in some kind of rehabilitation program. Oh no, TikTok proceeds says they started recording. That must have been with the mouthing. Uh, yeah, we might have to do a restart because there's no apps. They're scared today. They are scared. Scared or landlords. One or the other. Mm-mm-mm. Oh. Mao, what are you doing in that basket of clean clothes that are nicely folded? Hmm? Yeah, your Discord name change. Who allowed that? No one authorized that. Let's finish off the little "I love you so much" things, and then we'll do a restart. And we don't get any ops, then maybe I'll just take a nap on camera. I'm just kidding. I'm not gonna do that. Mm, mm. No, I only saw Mike's because Josiah pointed it out. Mhm. In the live stream chat. Group nap? That kind of sounds like fun. What if we started oh, hear me out here. What if we designated a group nap time? We were all required to take a nap. A group goon nap time in the Discord. And maybe we play like in the VC, we play some like lo-fi music or something. We all took a nap in the VC. I love taking nap in VC. No talking, just napping. Only thing is trying to figure out what's a good time for everyone to do a nap. Maybe we have a double nap. We have an afternoon nap for the East Coasters, and we do a nap a little lower. Your naps are 3 hours long. Listen, we can have as long of naps as you know. Just keep it playing. Just keep it playing. All right, let's do a restart. We'll give it another shot. We'll come back. We'll do all the things. No squirreling. Just get right into it. And then, yeah, if we can't get ups, then we will organize my sock drawer or something. Lights. Mm-mm-mm. Oh, he's still there. That's crazy. All right. No scrolling, but if you do want to scroll a little, you can go on Twitch and fuck with the bot as we restart. Right. Refresh that. Do a little bit of that. And we're back. We're back on all forms. I'm so upset. Mm. Man, group nap sounds so great. I can't believe he's crashing out, man. Thank you, Pika, for resubscribing. I'm just gonna keep eating these things. He's very sad and lonely. I can't wait till we Chairman Mao, the landlords. Yeah. Just force them to get real jobs. They could be a greeter Walmart or something, since he doesn't have any real skills. These are so good. Do not recommend getting it because you will be eating the whole bag. I think he left. I think you guys pulled him out of the chat. Best flavor of Skittles? I don't know if you mean flavor or type, but this is my favorite right now. Sour Skittles popped. Highly recommend. So, so good. I was trying to think, did we go live? Yeah, we went live yesterday. So I did tell you guys about the concert. I told you guys about the no chicken at KFC, right? Told you guys about the walking pad. Told you guys that I got a reenactment of the walking pad situation. Told you guys I laughed so hard again. I don't know why it's so funny. It's just so funny to me. It wouldn't have been as funny if he got seriously injured. Um, oh, oh, so he stepped on it with his left foot. So like he stepped with his left foot, which made his foot go this way. So he essentially like tripped himself and he was down. He was down, flying off at 0.6 miles per hour. But see, if he had stepped with his right foot, he would have just, you know, could have caught himself. But he did learn his lesson, uh, to not walk on a walking pad. You never know when the walking pad is on. I'm not saying it should be left on, but it happens. Oh no, he didn't do it again. I'm just describing it. What's your hand tattoo? I only have one. It's a little A. Yeah, my husband did that. He fell off. He tripped on the walking pad because I accidentally left it on. But I left it on at like 0.6 miles per hour. So he went to walk across it and he was out. That is a great safety advice, y'all. Do not walk across a treadmill. Um, it's not safe. Maybe that's just because like maybe I always avoided it because like my rational fear is like that it's just going to turn on. Just like when an escalator is like shut off, I have like an irrational fear that if I like go and try to climb it like stairs, it's going to turn on, I'm going to fall off and then like get stuck in the little grates at the bottom of it. That's not necessarily an irrational fear because I did see a TV program when I was younger where a kid actually did get his skin stuck. He was sitting on the escalator and he got his skin stuck in the little things, and at the bottom it just like was like taken in his skin. So not quite an irrational fear, but kind of. Thank you everyone over on Twitch, my little Twitchies, for scaring away the bot. Appreciate you. Mhm. How long will I be on? I don't know. If we don't get ops, usually I get a little sleepy. I mean, I was already sleepy, but I get extra sleepy. Especially when Mao is like taking a nap right here. Hi, Lee. Mm, 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 mm. Let's see. Let's see what we can talk about. Let's see. Why am I frozen? I don't know. Right, that should be fine. Mm, mm, mm. Oh, that's fun. Rubio orders firings of all USAID staffers overseas. I don't hate Marco Rubio. What a feeble, feeble, little man. Oh, thank you, TikTok receipts, for not canceling me on YouTube. I appreciate it. But I know you still have the tapes. I know I gotta watch my back. I know what y'all are saying in the comments, but I keep getting this. Some comments in this live were filtered, which is like y'all are saying some shenanigans, I guess. You're probably right, Satan. These white women be funny AF, yo. Thank you. Thank you very much. I would say I'll be here all day, but unlikely because group nap sounds great. Oh, Marco Rubio says the State Department will take over USAID foreign assistance programs by Monday. El Marco Rubio. Always El Marco Rubio. The National Guard has helped detain US citizens in LA. 500 National Guard troops have been trained so far to accompany agents on immigration raids. Shame on them. Shame on all these people that are doing that. Like, I just can't imagine. Like, I hope that like these people that are doing this, like, are actual like pieces of shit. And so that's why they're going through with it. Because if it's something that you truly don't think is right or agree with, to do it for a job. Ew. 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 Like, so I would rather them be actual pieces of shit and like being like, yes, I'm so proud of the work we're doing. Like, stand up for something, bro. Ew. Imagine being married to one of these people and like having your husband come home and be like, hi, honey, what's for dinner? Oh, how was your day at work? Oh, I just beat the shit out of some teenagers that were protesting and trying to stop ICE from detaining people. Yeah. Or like the video I saw today of some chick that was just trying to walk back to her apartment and they literally just pew pewed her with a rubber bullet, like point blank. It was, oh, thank you, Kristen. I'm wearing a classic Revlon Cherries in the Snow, OG classic, but it's the shine version. So it's like a little less opaque. I have like the regular lipstick one and it's super pretty too. I think it like complements everybody's skin tone. It's really pretty. It's much more bold if you get the regular lip, but thank you. Thank you everyone for saying it's so pretty. Imagine having a different perspective on life and having an understanding that there is more than one way to waiting for the rest of that thought, I guess. There to live your life. There's no I mean, I guess technically there is more than one perspective on what's going on over there, but like the perspectives are like right and wrong. That's the perspectives. Two perspectives. One's right, one's wrong. It's really very simple. Mhm. Hello,
Hey,
what's up?
what's up?
Baby, I have news.
What's up?
It is amazing news, and I have just been celebrating. Okay, so you remember Jones?
No, never heard of him.
Well, you're gonna wanna remember this moment. Is that because he was illegally subletting the property to us, and the property managers, the real ones, found out. They officially evicted him from the property and are pressing charges, one of which will be a felony charge
For what?
for fraud. Because even just writing up a lease for someone else and then taking the money was fraud when he had no right to the property or to sublet it. I'm very
That's
happy.
crazy because I thought he owned the house.
We did too. But yeah.
That means he could have never even evicted you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he had no right to kick me out or put me in. Like it was, yeah, but
So
I'm
what's
feeling
I mean, not that you probably care, but where's Joanne gonna go?
Jovan can stay there. They're signing over the renting rights and everything to him.
Oh shit.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I wonder how they found out.
Because because Jovan's kind of an idiot, but because he was trying to do the right thing. He was calling them to make sure that they got the rent money because Jones stole his rent money because Jovan gave Jones the rent money. Jones used it for something else, stole his money, and he called the property managers to see if they got the money, and that's when they found out you're not on the lease. What? You're not supposed to be. So that's when all of that got found out. Yeah. Hmm.
Yikes.
Yup. But I'm feeling like so good. I feel so good.
Yeah, I mean, I don't blame you.
We will not listen. And also, we are also making sure that all the innocent parties involved will be okay. I need other people to know that they are not going to be. Yeah, they're going to be okay. But he is not, which is what matters.
Yeah. But I mean, I think like it's a tough situation, but like you can't like continue to allow people to cause harm to so many people just because they have kids. Like
And we are making sure that
because the
they will
people he's
be.
causing harm to also have kids.
He didn't care about my kids, so but I'm doing more for his kids than he did for me. So um
Mhm.
yeah.
Like obviously we hope everyone, is okay and all that stuff, but
Yeah, the kids are okay. The kids are okay.
here's one thing I'll tell y'all. If you're gonna crime,
Do it smart, at least.
yeah, you don't brag about it.
Mm-mm.
You don't piss people off. Like you're, demure about it. You don't brag. You keep to yourself.
Yeah.
Wild.
But I just wanted to share that with you because I wanted other women to just celebrate with me.
That yeah, I didn't even know what to expect from what you were about to say. I
Yeah,
thought
no.
maybe like you got like a promotion or something.
Oh, that'd be cool too. No, I'm still poor, but it's okay.
But so is he. So
But so is he. He's more poor. So,
well, I'm so happy that you're in a place where you're able to smile again and laugh again and stuff.
yeah, it
Even if it's
won't last, but
temporary.
it's temporary. But I needed it. I needed that news.
It's better than where you were before mentally.
Yeah, definitely better. Okay, sorry.
You
I'll
just
let the
are
other
you are
guests
you
talk
uh
now.
are you gonna stick around a little bit or are you gonna keep making the rounds? You're welcome to
No,
stay.
I can stick around. Yeah,
Okay.
I just really wanted to tell you guys because you've been
Wait,
here
what?
through all of it.
What's happening? I literally just came in. What I miss?
The owners of Jones's old house are going to be pressing charges against him, criminal charges, federal charges, felony charges. Sorry, that's what I mean. Felony charges for fraud and because he was illegally subletting the house to us. Um, he had no right to do it, and also no right to kick me out. But we knew that. But still, you
Oh,
know,
he didn't own that house?
nope.
You know they say people that live in glass houses shouldn't throw stones. Mm. Oh well. Well. Well, I that
I don't know what's worse, a landlord or a subletter.
He was a slumlord and didn't even have rights to be a
That's
landlord.
what I mean. Like I feel like a subletter is like even worse because like, especially it's not it's like one thing if you have like your friend move in or whatever, but if you're drawing up a lease and all that stuff, like how are you supposed to even like
Oh,
hold that?
yeah, and he was upcharging for the house. Mr. Communist was not only illegally subletting but upcharging because the owners were like, the rent is only 2,100, but Jones was charging 2,200, $100 more that he was just pocketing.
it couldn't have happened to a better person.
Hmm.
That's crazy.
I will.
He even lied in order to like add more to the rent because he was like, oh yeah, the tax, the house tax or whatever went up and all that stuff. He didn't even pay the taxes for the house because he didn't own the house, so he just made that up.
That is absolutely banana cakes.
Yup.
Well, we'll see how it play out. But
I'm so happy that they are pursuing it. Like, oh,
right, Sammy? I absolutely adore this for him.
I'm just happy um not that I'm like a fan of
Nobody's
Jovan, but I'm
celebrating.
happy that he's not getting kicked out all of a sudden. I'm happy that they're just going to let him rent it.
Me too. Yeah, because that would have made things, because, that would have,
Yeah, because I know he takes care of
the
the
bilingual kid.
Lil.
And also, like, there's other people in that house too. Like, Jones literally almost made 3 more people homeless over this lie. Over this.
Oh, that's right.
Mhm.
I forgot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot
Yeah.
it wasn't just him.
Yeah.
That would have been
So,
crazy
yeah, an elderly woman. He
because
almost made an elderly
they
woman.
moved down here and yeah. Mm.
Hmm. Yeah. So, karma.
Yeah. Hi, Ren.
Hey, one of my friends, she always says karma's only a bitch if you are.
That's
And
pretty
that is
fair.
accurate. Yep. Karma's only a bitch if you are.
I just said if you're gonna crime, you gotta be, chill about it. You can't be out here bragging.
Yeah. Is this person down here an op, or are they
Mhm.
just. Have y'all talked to him yet?
I started, but then Ty had the news, and then we just let him sit there.
Oh,
I'm just
sorry.
listening to the whole situation.
Oh, you got the
Oh,
T2, bestie.
Yeah, it's like better than Vanderpump these days.
okay. What topic were you talking about?
I was gonna talk about the second one.
Body
Okay.
count doesn't matter, you're just insecure?
Yeah,
So why are you insecure?
I'm not. I just think for both genders, I think we should have a higher standard when it comes to that, or like, yeah, straight up a higher standard. I think that makes it simple.
Why?
Just because when you're having schmacks, I think that's when it's something very vulnerable. I mean, if you want to describe it that way, right? And I just disagree with hookup culture. It's extremely. I don't know. I don't know. I just think it's a cause of a lot of problems. So I think body count matters for both genders. Extremely for men because we think with our pee sometimes.
So are you saying that men should be a lot more responsible with how they are? I see you, Parkers. Should
Yeah.
be more responsible with what they're doing?
Should men be more accountable for what they're doing?
Is that what you're saying? Because you said
Yeah, I
especially
guess.
men, so I'm just trying to make sure when you say especially men, exactly what we're saying.
Yeah, because the thing is with this topic, I'm not saying you guys, but the other side extremely just automatically thinks I'm talking about one gender. But in my opinion, it should go for men more, but it should be for both genders. We should all have a higher standard when it comes to that. Some people think I'm dramatic, like, oh, like 3, but like, no, yeah, that's fine, right? And I'm not the one who sets the number, but I just think it comes to common sense.
I don't think that comes to common sense though, because everyone, everyone's relationship with grown up time, that's the way I'll put it, is different. So for some people,
Thank you, say it.
what's one person's way too many people is another person's just right, right? So wouldn't it be easier for us to all just be responsible by getting tested, um, taking care of our health, things like that? Wouldn't that be a more prudent usage of our time?
No, because hookup culture will still exist, and that
But what,
wouldn't that would be a big
you don't
problem.
want to? But if you don't want to participate in it and it's not okay with you, then you don't.
It's
I
not
don't.
that. It's just a society standard. It's unfortunate. Everything is labeled nowadays. That nowadays, like everything is just a social norm now. I don't even want to include other things, but it
I
all
don't.
comes to social.
I
Like,
don't
I don't know.
yuck people's yum just because I don't, whether I do or I don't. Mal, I can't defend you, sir.
You said what?
I'm talking to the cat right there. But
Oh, sorry.
I know
The disrespect.
Yeah.
if you don't want to participate in hookup culture, then don't. But why should you be the determining factor and the arbiter of if somebody else should participate in it.
No, I mean, like you said, who am I, right? I'm no one. This is the last time we talk to each other, but I'm just saying we should just have a higher standard as humans, especially with what I said. Having schmecks, it should be something very vulnerable. And also something that lots of people get really freaky, like kind of they get like I don't know what's it called. I don't want to say crazy. They just get kind of like whoa, 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 but it's like not even that bad. But something both sides don't bring up is when it comes to a high body when it comes to a high body count, no one brings up the high hypersexuality, and that's a big problem that a big health problem that no one brings up.
How is that a health problem?
Because sexuality is not anything positive. That's something very negative.
It's not. It doesn't make it a health problem.
And according to who?
Okay, I have no pride. If it's not a health problem, sure, but it's very negative, and it happens when you have an extremely high body count. Not only that, when something very traumatic happens to you as a child that I don't want to bring up.
You know what's funny is like you can have hypersexuality and have zero body count. You know that, right?
How? Explain. Because I know how to.
The people that are
addicted
to corn and jerk themselves all over the place every day, all day.
Right. But when
zero body count.
Yeah, but when I talk about hypersexuality, include those people, right? But then let's include the other groups of people who have zero body.
If you're saying that's a symptom of high body count.
Zero body counts. I can also say children who have been sexually traumatized, right?
Nope.
They have zero body counts.
Nope.
People get the thing about it. I don't know.
Hey, that topic. Hey, I need you to be quiet for a second. Be quiet. That topic is very triggering for a lot of people. So we're not going to bring it up, okay? Not me trying to be rude to you, but that is not a topic that we're going to talk about in this moment, okay?
Yes,
it could also get the live taken down, so.
Yeah, drop me or anything, or sorry about that.
Keep going, just don't do it.
And question, it's not gross, it's just in this live you can't talk about it, but that should be discussed in public platforms.
Anyway.
Yeah, sorry.
I don't disagree with you, but this is not the time or the place.
Yeah, so moving on from that, I just think having a high body count, that is a factor of hypersexuality if you just want to focus on that. And hypersexuality is only negative, nothing positive.
Why do you, though?
Sorry?
Why do you feel as if you have the right to dictate to someone else what their morality should be?
No, I don't. But it's like, how do I say it? It's like having a conversation with a friend who's, let's just say, doing the woke cane. I'm like, it's just a social standard where I'm going to tell him, whoa, what are you doing in front of me? Like, this is kind of extreme.
But wait a minute.
Who am I to tell him he can't do that, right?
Are you equating something that can be done between consenting adults to cocaine?
Yeah. For example, people who do that, who am I to judge people who do that? You can bring up any other topic if you want. Just like you said, who am I to tell anyone what to do, right? Who am I? I'm not disagreeing with you there. Who am I?
Okay.
I'm telling you my opinion, and I'm telling you
explain to me how the outcome, the impact of both of the things you mentioned are equal between people who go on snowdrifts and people who are hyper. You know the other one.
Yeah, it just comes down to what you just said. When you just, because every time you respond to me, it's just, who am I to judge, or who am I to put the standard? But I'm just responding to you saying, I'm not no one. Like, I'm not, this is just my opinion, right? And I'm just bringing lots of facts to this argument where lots of people don't bring up both sides.
You haven't brought a fact. Is the fact in the room with us?
No, only sassiness, unfortunately.
Oh, I'm a sassy pants. So that's fine.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
So I'm trying to understand. And
Yes, ma'am.
Olivia, you seem like you over it.
He's putting me to sleep.
I just
I'm not
want a
gonna
good
lie.
end goal. That's why. But like, for example, like when you start being sassy, if you drop me, it feeds your fake ego more. So you can just go ahead and do that.
No, that's
Hey,
not how
guess
we do it here.
but not even just that.
Yeah.
Sir,
Yes, ma'am.
I'm not even paying no attention. Like I'm listening to you, but I'm also working my job. You're not you're not gonna feed my ego, darling.
So what was the point of us talking, right? You could have just dropped me, or I don't know. What's the point, right?
Why did you request?
To talk about this topic.
Right, but I'm
Right.
asking you questions and you're struggling with answering them.
I'm not, miss. I've been answering everything.
Right, but you're struggling with understanding what I'm asking.
I'm
You're
not.
answering, but you're not answering in a way that shows that you're thinking about the question that's being asked.
Yeah, people said I can also leave. So everyone have a great day.
All right, see you later. He really thought he was gonna outsmart me, huh?
Yeah. You and your sassy self.
Oh no, I'm a sassy pants.
You're not even being sassy today.
I'm not. I'm actually being quite chill. Oh, the other person, Ryan, left again. I don't know what's wrong with that person, but I'm gonna hope that they're okay. Yay.
That's crazy. He's been talking nonstop in the chat. That's bananas. That guy put me to sleep, y'all. I thought before I was interested in a group nap. Now I'm really in a group nap mood.
Like, I don't understand why this man said I'm sassy. I don't think I've been called sassy on this app. There's a new one. I don't think I've ever been called sassy.
Yeah, it's not something that you hear every day. That's like, what was it that guy was saying that one time? Uh, that we were like, "How old are you?" He was talking about crunching or something, and then he said something
Yeah.
else that was very dated. I can't remember.
Yeah.
Mm.
Men calling women sassy is a new thing because I've never heard it until TikTok. Now, because I know
Why is
women
Ryan
will
still in
say,
the chat and he dropped out of the box?
because he's obviously a strange character.
Um, mm.
Ty, you still here?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm doing dishes.
Oh,
He really said we think with our peepees sometimes.
he did.
I mean, me too.
I haven't heard that in forever. Oh my gosh, time lapse. Are those dishes bothering you?
They are, but I'm almost done. I'm starting the dishwasher now.
I love when people say that kind of shit. It's so funny. You see a couple and they're like, "Is he bothering you, Queen?"
Hey, Ryan, you got either you can come up here or you can go away. Those are your available options. But since you want to keep talking in the comments, you are now muted. If you would like to come up and have a conversation, you're always welcome to do that. But you're not going to continue to yap in the comments. Thank you. Have a great day.
This is gonna blow my mind. Mm, mm. You're that guy that called you Hoochie Mama.
Yeah, that was a funny one.
And then we were stuck.
Yeah.
Hoochie Mama.
Mama.
Sometimes we get some interesting characters, but lately, like, I don't know. Maybe they're all like getting detained by ICE or something. I don't know. Something's happening.
No.
They're
ICE is
disappearing.
in Orlando. I heard that they're in Orlando right now.
They've been
I
posting up outside of the airport here.
I heard that they're going to be at the World Cup, the FIFA World Cup that's in Miami. They're going to be doing security there. So if you're going, they said make sure you have your papers to prove that you're here legally. Do you know how many people are just going to not go? Because even if they are here, and I'm saying this word with air quotes, legally, they're not going to want to take the risk.
Mm.
Because how many people have been caught up in this even when they are here with visas and things like that. If the stadium is empty the day of, that's going to be terrible because, hey, hey, Michelle, it's going to be terrible. But you know what? You know what may happen? Because let me think. When is the next Olympics? In 2028? Yep.
Maybe, yeah. I don't follow it.
I only follow Summer Olympics because I love, I love Simone Biles. But yeah, 2028, they're coming out for, I think it's supposed to be in Los Angeles. But if they keep messing around the way they are, if I was the Olympic Committee, I would move it. I would absolutely move it.
It's crazy. Reading an article about
Look who in the request.
that's bananas.
Wait, who is it? Was it a guy?
Yeah, wow. In a day, body count doesn't matter. He's just
Oh boy.
insecure. Wow.
Where you been?
Well, I was debating whether or not I should return to TikTok or not.
Why'd you
So I
leave?
deleted the app from my phone. I got a new phone actually, and I couldn't download it for a long time. So I was out here being a productive human being, keeping my body count down. You know what I mean?
I'm sure you don't have a hard time doing that.
Well, most men don't have a high body count. That's a woman's topic.
Who are the women sleeping with?
The same men. So,
Well,
like I said,
Just same five
it's
guys all around the world.
no 3 men. 3 out of 10 men get.
this is a first. I've never heard this one.
You get
This
what
is
I'm
new.
saying?
This is
Y'all don't
something.
want to
This
listen.
is something different.
Nah,
Go
y'all,
ahead,
y'all,
finish, because
y'all might not be ready for this game. What I'm
I'm
saying is,
I'm getting a
it's
snack. I'm getting ready.
out of 30%. No, 3 out of 10 men can probably get women on the regular, but most men don't. 70% of men don't. So,
okay.
agree or not agree?
I don't
So, why are
agree.
y'all sleeping with the same men? That's the
No,
question.
no, sir, darling. Let me ask you a question, okay? Are there more men in the world or women in the world?
Women.
So if there are more women in the world, obviously, unless there are a whole bunch of celibate women, it's more than 3 out of 10 men who are obviously getting their rocks off.
No, no. Women can literally walk outside and get what you want pretty much. Men, we got to put in more work. We got to put a lot of work behind what we want.
No, y'all don't. Y'all
That's
just
the
have
one
to,
thing. That's the
y'all
one
have to
thing
be
women
good
can do good
people.
is raise their body count.
No, men just have to be decent people. The problem is y'all don't want to do that.
Nah, Diddy's body count is through the roof. Why is that?
Did he?
Yeah, Diddy got a very high body count. I would say. Would you say?
I was
Odd choice. Like what?
like, that is a terrible choice.
That's wild, bro. He's a rapist, friend. That's not a body count. He's those are victims. Like what?
You just made that up.
Nuh-uh.
What?
I've never heard that. I've been watching the trial. I haven't heard him grape anybody.
Oh my god.
You came back to
This is
TikTok
why
for
you
this?
can't get women, right? This is why you can't get women because you don't know anything. Like what?
I don't really
Yeah.
care to know what's going on with Diddy, but I'm just saying I haven't heard him being a rapist. I not. That's the first time I heard that.
That's what the whole trial's about, bro.
No,
Trafficking
it's
and
not.
raping
No,
women.
it's not. I
Yes.
haven't heard that.
Oh my god. Oh my
Ren, you know when
god.
we talk about the fact that like cancel culture doesn't exist.
Mm-hmm.
This
Yep.
is an example of that.
Mm-hmm. I say it all the
What?
time. Cancel culture is not a thing. Contrary to popular belief systems, cancel
That's
culture
cat.
is not real. Who's been
Yeah, because
That's
even
canceled?
even the
cat.
worst of the worst, Diddy still has someone supporting him.
Who?
You?
I don't support Diddy. I never thought Diddy had any talent. Women love Diddy.
Who's women? Because the only one defending him and saying he didn't grape anyone is you.
I'm not defending them. I'm just saying I didn't hear anything about grape during this trial.
You weren't listening.
Have the volume on? Did you read
Also,
the
how are you watching the trial if it's not
transcripts?
being aired? You mean you're
Who
reading
did he
the
grape though? Who did
you're
he
reading the
grape? Can you name the
depositions? Like, what are
person?
you watching? Because the trial's not being aired on TV.
Who did he grape? Is the question.
The
Like
call, yeah.
hundreds of people over the years. That's what the accusations are. Is that hundreds, if like, of women are coming forward? Like, what is? I'm just gonna go on mute. I feel like this is just gonna irk me.
The truth usually irks liberals.
Not a liberal.
It's
Yeah,
just
you are.
interesting for you to bring up Diddy, who has a high body count, after you argue that women are the only ones with high body counts.
Yeah, but an average woman can have a high body count. Diddy is a billionaire. Average man don't have a high body count. That's all I'm saying. So it's no comparison. So when I say it's a women's topic, it's because women usually got high body count all through college, all through high school. You know what I mean? So why don't women work it out with each other?
I don't think there's anything to work out.
I mean, it's not a men's subject
Men are the
for the
ones
most
that care
part
about it.
because they're confused by it. Like, why are we talking about body count when women are the only ones with high body counts? If a woman says she slept with 20 men, it's usually 40. If a man says he slept with 20 women, it's usually about two or three. So, if that makes sense.
I don't know what I did to deserve this.
It's all right, you know?
You must have been doing something in your past life, Alina, because what is happening? Oh my
First, I
god.
see Zach on a panel earlier, and now this.
Well, I just spit facts, that's all. I don't like the facts.
Are the
You haven't had
facts
a,
in the
a fact
room?
yet. Yeah.
Why do women have a high body count? That should be the
This is
question.
just a weird way of saying that, like, you can't get any buttons.
Yeah.
Not
I,
as
I
easy
mean
as women. That's what I'm saying. It take
I
too
mean
much
if
work.
if you want to argue that women should sleep with less men, I'm all for it. I believe that women are meant to be with women, just like biologically and spiritually. I think that it's
What? Hold on.
morally,
What?
yeah, I think it's morally wrong to marry men and be with men, but as a woman, so we can talk about more women rock paper scissoring it out,
That's
versus.
disgusting.
No, it's great actually. So you wouldn't know though. It's not meant for you to understand. Did I make him run? W. Happy Pride.
Bro, can we get some scissors in the chat? He crashed out. Not I didn't think that was gonna make him crash out. Usually they have to pay to kick him.
I'm honored. I scared him off. Yay.
Ty's honored, and I'm sad because we still have 200 left in our daily goal after almost 2 hours. They say trick love the kids, but y'all don't love the kittens. That wasn't that funny. I tried. I'm a little sleepy. I'm a little sleepy. Huh?
What happened?
Ty mentioned about scissoring, and he was out of here. He
Damn,
said
that's
that's
all.
disgusting, and he just dipped.
That's all we got to say to get rid of him from now on.
Apparently.
Baby. I'm gonna start talking in great detail about things that I know nothing about.
I mean, I know a lot about it. If you want any, information, I can come up here, just be like, hey Ty, we need you to ramble about rock, paper, scissoring it out, and I'll be like, bet.
Yeah. Why are you hanging on me like a monkey?
Do I need to threaten to bring out Albina? Did you pay your rent this month?
Hello, kitty.
Collecting rent.
He's getting so big. Oh.
Oh,
Not get sorry. I mean, look at that.
rent.
He's attacking your head. I'm sorry. I take it back. He's still teeny tiny.
No,
I'm
it's proof. This is why he is going to prison.
Oh, okay. Okay. I thought I was in trouble.
I guess all the people in here don't like foster cats. Who don't like foster cats?
Look at that. Exhibit A.
Look at those eyes.
Hey, can we see one of the kittens real quick
Which one?
from the rescue? One of them. I'm trying to do some work here. Trying to convince somebody of some things.
What work is you trying to do?
Wait, can we do a little strange for change? Can someone send a $5 to bust out a kitten? Just so we can get the goal moving.
Yeah.
On behalf of Rand. Honor system, I know someone will do it before I get back, so I'll go get a.
Said already, and he was found innocent. This is double jeopardy at this point.
I thought standing is on my side.
Hmm. I honestly just think that the sides change every day.
Sounds like a mistrial to me.
So you never expect sides.
You never take a side, that way you don't have to be bothered.
Stay on the fence.
Oh,
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
So tiny. Oh my goodness.
We don't need another cat.
I'll tell you this one. Sweet. Can't you tell? In the eyes, there's nothing going on in those eyes.
There really isn't, but I love that for him. Oh my goodness.
That's true.
Are
You
they
think
siblings?
it's an act?
I think it's an act.
This
It
is
looks like
Zoloft and Lexapro.
I like
Are
Zoloft.
they
Lex and Zo for
siblings?
short.
Are they siblings?
Yes.
Oh.
Separate them.
Lexapro is a true calico, and then Zoloft is calico-ish, sort of.
I couldn't separate them. I'm gonna walk away.
I like how Lexapro has a little black dot.
You do realize we
But you see what I
dragging
mean, y'all? Like, even though they've got the shits, you know, like, they're growing. They're alert. They've, you know, they're latching great. We're not tube feeding.
Can cats have IBS?
I don't know.
some form of it, yeah.
My
I
sister just said yes, some form of it.
I
It's not
think I think I think that they're gonna get better. I just think that the the bacteria or whatever that we think it was, now that the antibiotic is like making it better, we're thinking that the shitting themselves will improve once their like gut heals a little bit.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But it's like no survival instincts. Are you even like, can you even
Can he see? Can she see?
like what? Can you move your eyeballs for me, please? Actually, I don't. That'd be so bad.
Wait, you said ain't nothing in her eyes and she can't see out her eyes. That would be terrible.
That would be terrible.
Like that'd be hilarious.
Dang, it's so sad. Oh. How do you even test for that? Like,
But it's like not following me.
does she like run into things?
Well, she's in an incubator. There's not much for them
Oh.
to run into. Okay, the pupils are constricting. Light, so at least like I'm getting bigger. Okay, their pupils are active.
Parker's requested. I figure she probably has something to say about this topic right now.
I was like, the pupils are constricting. She seems to be aware, just no brain cells. Like, I would say more like just kitten overwhelming rather than any sort of side issues right now. But also, I've had blind kittens, I've had deaf kittens, and I'm not gonna lie, they're some of my favorites. We had one called Silence who was deaf. She loved riding around on the vacuum because it was like warm and vibrating. Loved it so much. Mm-hmm. I think that one's just, she's grumpy. She's just like not a fan of life. Like, she sees stuff
She's
and
actually
would
the
rather
sweet
not.
one. Look how big this one. This one's the one that like has not had good poops in a really long time. Just shits, the shits. But look how like meaty this cat is. Like this cat is grown. Are you crying?
Meaty boy is using all the brain cells right now.
What's that face?
They look like they're doing so well.
Yeah, when you factor out Prozac. R.I.P.
That is a
Prozac.
wild sentence.
Oh snap! Looks like everybody got on the choo-choo train. Thank you, Greg, for the $20. Appreciate you so much. And Pika sent 20 saying free Mao. Free him from what? A life of crime? That's what I'm trying to do. We're trying to rehabilitate. Thank you, Angela, for 5. Appreciate you. Thank you, DG. Oh. So I just have to bribe you guys with cats. That's all it takes.
We're very
Or
easily
threaten to
bought
put
group.
Mao in jail because Jamila sent 15 for Mao's court fees.
I mean, we're the Mao cult, so that makes sense.
There's a lot of apologies. 10 from Anonymous. Thank you so much.
Ty, I missed the beginning of all the shenanigans. Are you feeling better?
Yes, I am. I still have the cough and I'm congested a little, but I don't feel like I'm suffering anymore.
So
W
good.
to
Look at those
Robbie. Robbie
puppies.
sent 30 towards the goal. We might
Oh,
actually hit our
W
daily goal
Robbie.
today, y'all. Thank you, Stephanie, for 10 for Kitties and Red Bull. I'm actually running low on Red Bull.
Just everybody was busy multitasking. They forgot to press buttons until the kittens reminded them. Go team.
Ooh, if we hit today's daily goal, you know what happens.
Nope.
You don't even know what I'm
Kitten
talking
time.
about.
More kitten time happens, right? Just a lot of kitten cam, please.
What happens?
I will cry.
I was going to say, Parker's. What happens is either you leave or I leave. That's what happens.
It's like you guys don't even know me.
It's like, I feel like we know you very well.
Now, someone in the chat's gonna get it. Someone that actually cares.
Oh, my eyes are already watering. I'm really the trauma. Hey Taisha, is your Mr. Thomas account okay?
I don't
No one's
remember.
guessing it.
We gonna go see Beast Boy.
No, we do that even if we don't hit a goal.
That's true.
I didn't realize that Izzy,
Thank you,
like
Linz.
Brett's mod Izzy, and Maddie, I don't know all the letters attached to Maddie's name, but that both of those hosts don't know Mr. Thomas, so I was like, be right back.
The fact that people still don't, like, there's people out there that don't know who Mr. Thomas is in 2025, it just means, like, y'all don't, like, hang
You're
out
not
in spaces other than white people's spaces.
Yeah, you're not chronically online enough for me. I don't like it. You're not enough black spaces.
But I told them that Mr. Thomas is like the only pet op of MAGA that I accept, so there's that.
It's nobody guessed it. No, you guys know I don't have to hit my daily goal to get Carvel. It's just if I'm having a saddies day. No, it's when I show you guys the biggest pickle you've ever seen.
Oh yeah.
Oh, thank God.
Hi,
My God, I
Tia.
love pickles.
You
I
do?
need to get. I do. I love pickles, especially like the sweet pickles. I love sweet
Ew.
pickles.
Mm-mm.
What? It's like
It's all about sour pickles.
I like both. I'm not.
But this
I'm not
one's like
twisted.
this one's like a sweet and sour pickle.
Okay. I also listen. I know it probably does not taste as good as it looks, but the TikTok shop ones that are like the whole set, and you like comes with all of the different things to put in it, and you like cut out a hole in it and stuff it with full of stuff, whatever. Oh, it looks so good, and I know it's probably not going to taste good if I get it, but I want to try it so badly.
Thank you
Like the
so much,
blue.
Mo. Mo sent 5 for Mao's criminal empire, please. The fact that y'all are contributing to this like degeneracy is you're gonna put my abuser back on the streets. Wow. Fine, whatever. I'm sure Florida will care enough to give me a protective order. Not like they're notoriously bad for that. Whatever. So we are 65 away from me showing you the biggest pickle you've ever seen. Biggest pickle I've ever seen. Biggest pickle. Even I'd say the biggest pickle you'd find in a grocery store. It's a two-hander pickle.
Did you get it?
I mean, I picked it up at like a small little market.
Because
So the
I would
streets?
like to get one. The streets.
You found a pickle off the streets?
No, it was at a market. They don't necessarily sell pickles, but they had pickles.
Mm-hmm.
So
There's somebody here. I'm gonna go ahead and let them up and see what's happening.
I can't believe Ty's never seen this pickle.
I'm sorry. I
Can you handle a two-handed pickle? That
think
sounded
so.
terrible. That sounded terrible. Immediately take that back.
I mean, I want to try it. If it is it a sour one or is it it's a regular one?
It's like sweet and
Oh, you said
sweet and
sweet and
sour.
sour.
Yeah.
Sorry, yeah, you did say that.
Mhm.
Well, you have to let us. Are you ever gonna eat?
Anyone's ever seen, you know? It's like a
Okay.
showpiece. If I come across another one, maybe I'll, you know.
Okay. Well, get a similar one or another big one. I need to know how it tastes in the most innocent way possible that I could say this. I just want to know because I need to start going to more markets and I want to try more things from markets, not pay store prices.
Okay. Andre?
Hello.
Hi. What would you like to discuss?
Okay, so I see three claims. The USA does not like women, and yeah, so all three claims I would disagree with. I don't.
Okay, hold on one second. Ty, no, you'll understand why I just did what I did if we get to the goal, you'll understand why. Okay. You said you disagree with all three of them.
Yes.
Why? Well, which one do you
First
want to
of
talk
all,
about first? Which one do you want to talk about first?
let's talk about the USA not liking women.
Okay.
Well, first of all, the US has let's just start off with how it has equal rights for women, unlike a lot of countries in the world. And it's just an accepting country for women. I don't understand how you would come up with that claim.
Did women have to fight to get these rights?
Yes.
Are rights still being taken away from women?
No.
Hey, if you decide you want a vasectomy, whose approval do you need?
I believe my own.
If a woman decides she wants to get her tubes tied, whose approval does she need?
I'm not sure.
See, the fact that you can't just clearly say their own lets me know that obviously there's something about it that doesn't quite match, which means your original statement is false. So,
Well, that's
while
not
you
true. I'm not
decided,
aware, ma'am. I'm not aware of that medical procedure, and I'm not aware of what that even means. So, and I'm not a woman
so
either,
you
so
don't
I wouldn't be
understand,
sure.
You don't understand what a woman getting her tooth. Do you understand how women's reproductive organs work?
To a limited extent, yes.
Son of a biscuit eating
Every time.
bulldog. How old are you?
20 years old.
Y'all didn't have health class?
Yes, throughout high school and middle school, I did have health class.
You just didn't retain none of it because they were talking about women and who gives a shit?
I don't. It seems like you're being aggressive with me. I just told you I'm not aware of that specific medical procedure.
What is aggressive about how she's talked to you? Like, she's literally so chill right now.
Well, she's assuming that I didn't give a shit because they were talking about women.
How is that aggressive?
It's not true.
What is aggressive?
All right. The better word would be rude.
I don't think she's been rude either.
No.
All right, that's fine.
Would you like me to be rude to you? I can do that for you.
No, I would not like you to be rude.
Okay, so I'm not being rude to you, but I can definitely oblige you if you would prefer that I went ahead and got rude and aggressive. I can do that. I live to serve.
No, I apologize. If you had no intent to be rude, then I apologize.
Okay, so now, like I'm saying, is you said you had health classes, but you're not remembering the basic information that they discussed in the classes. So you know how your reproductive health works. So why did you not commit what was going on with women to memory? Is it because they're women and it's not a concern for you because you are not a woman?
No, I don't believe that is the case. You still haven't explained why you would agree with the claim that the United States is not like women.
Sir, let me explain this to you. You just came up here and you told me why. So now I am dismantling your reasoning for saying that women have equal rights. I'm dismantling it. That is what's happening here. Is that okay? It really doesn't matter if it's okay with you. I don't know why I asked that. Because if it's not okay with you, bye.
Okay, well, so right now you're talking about whether or not I was being attentive in health class throughout high school, and that has nothing to do with the country of the United States liking or disliking women.
The fact that you didn't find it prudent to remember how, with women being 51% of this country's population, you not understanding something that affects their everyday life shows the patriarchy and the fact that the United States does not like women. Because if they liked women, you would actually give a damn.
Well, so you criticizing me or the education system?
All of the above.
Okay, I agree the education system in the United States is not as good as it could be, but I still don't understand how the United States doesn't like women. Women are represented in government. They are they're actually women are in some cases they're smarter than men. They attend and graduate college at higher rates.
In
Yes.
98% of cases, women are smarter than men.
I mean, yeah, I would actually agree with you. It's shown they graduate college at higher rates. They attend college at higher rates. So I don't understand how the United States can not like women when they're represented in government. They're smarter. I don't.
Andre,
I mean, there's countries around the world.
Okay.
Ty left. Ty didn't get to see the two-handed pickle.
She said she'll be back.
Oh, okay.
For the pickle.
Well, there's countries around the world that actually just oppress women. The United States is not one of those countries.
Yes, it is.
No, you can't compare this country to a country like Afghanistan.
In our government.
Oh, there it is.
You can't.
God damn it.
No,
We tried to stop him.
What was the question you asked?
Can I?
I asked how much are women represented in the U.S. government.
Quite a bit. I believe
No.
our last vice president was a woman. We have many women Congress members of Congress and many women senators.
So
My
over
Congress
50%
representative
of
is
the
a
U.S.
woman.
population are women, and less than 40% of the representation is a woman. And that's only within the last 10 years.
Well, yes, but women also vote. Are you suggesting that a lot of women within the United States also don't like women in the
Yes.
United States?
Yeah, internalized misogyny exists.
And we also live under a
That's a valid
patriarchal
point.
society. And honestly, you're taught as a woman, go along to get along.
So I'd still have to argue that the United States treats women better than a lot of countries. You cannot compare
Luckily,
the United
that's
States
not what the argument is.
to.
And worse than a lot of other countries. So how about we compare America to America, the United States to the United States, instead of comparing it to another country? Because while there are some that I'm sure treat women worse, there are a lot that treat women better.
Yeah, that's correct.
So
I just don't see how. I still don't see how the United States doesn't like women. I think that that's just not a correct statement at all. I don't.
okay. And when I ask this question, I know the answer, and I'm not trying to be rude to you. So, are you a woman?
No.
So, how much experience do you actually have with women being a woman in the United States of America?
I have none.
Okay, so would you think that the three women that are up here that are explaining to you these things, wouldn't you think that we would know better than you?
Well, that's not particular. I'm not saying you don't know what you're talking about. I'm just saying that I'm sure there would, as you already said, I'm sure there's a lot of women who would agree with you, who would agree with me. I'm sorry, but there's also a lot of women who would agree with you. So, I mean, I think there's a lot of women who would say that, yeah, the USA actually does like women and is accepting of women.
And we've talked to those women, right? And guess what? When they come up here and we start talking to them and we start breaking things down to them, they usually leave thinking like, oh, okay, now I see why you say that. And I don't disagree.
But can you restate why you believe that the United States doesn't like women?
Sure. Even if you aren't going to listen to lived experiences, fine. You honestly don't have to be a woman to understand that there are clear and systemic disparities in the U.S. that prove that the country itself doesn't like us. You could just read. Reading is good. We have healthcare disparities. Research shows that women's pain is taken less seriously in medical settings, especially Black and Indigenous women in particular. They experience higher maternal mortality rates. We have workplace inequity with the gender wage gap, leadership representation, paid leave, and childcare. We have violence and safety. Gender-based violence, where like 1 in 3 women in the U.S. experience physical or sexual violence, yet funding for shelters, crisis lines, and trauma support is often under-prioritized or used as some kind of negotiating tactic. We also have legal response, where survivors often face disbelief, victim blaming, and the legal system that rarely holds perpetrators accountable, so especially in case the stereotypes, the hypersexualization. We get that women are irrational, manipulative. We get the political double standards where women candidates are judged more harshly for their appearance, their likability, or past partners, whereas their male counterparts, good to go. We have the quote unquote pick me culture and internalized misogyny, which we've already touched on, where women are often encouraged to compete with each other instead of challenge the structures that limit them. We have intersectional factors, we have legal contradictions. So, like, you just reading is fine. I'm pro reading.
So
Take a
yeah,
minute.
but I'm sure.
Hold on. Take a minute and think about what she said. Just take a beat. Take a beat and think. Because if you don't, then I know you're only listening to reply. You're not listening to understand. Go ahead.
Right. So she is right in those the ways that she listed. The United States as a society has been unfair to women. So, I mean, I suppose on the first point made that I see on the screen, I believe you, all three of you, are right.
Yeah.
But I would like to just say the second one is just untrue though. I mean,
Ugh.
the second one, I don't think it's up for debate. I think that like having multiple partners, whether you're a man or a woman, is just it's not a good sign at all.
A good sign to who?
It's not a good sign of you, the person who's had multiple or a high amount of partners in their past. It's just not a good sign that they'll be a good partner in a
Hold on a
relationship.
second, Andre. Hold on. Hey, you guys, there's a flash goal right now. We need 34 people to send a rose. So everybody, please send a rose. Thank you.
It's one coin. I also thank you, Joy, for sending $5 for the big pickle. Joy likes the big pickle. I don't blame you.
I feel like we all knew that.
Do you like big pickles, Andre?
No.
Okay, that's fair.
That's sad.
But you said that, why is it that, and this is the problem that I have with this topic. If you don't want somebody that's a certain way or whatever, that's for you. But why does body count have to matter?
It matters because I think so first of all, are we talking about like the relationship dynamics, like a heterosexual relationship? So
I mean, I guess.
I mean, the language
Okay.
around it tends to default that way, but that's limiting.
So first thing I can point to at least is I believe there is studies that show that if a woman has had, not to make it just look like I'm targeting women, because this probably goes the same way for men. I believe there is studies saying that in a marriage in which a woman has had a certain amount of partners, they're more likely to get a divorce.
No.
I'm pretty sure you read that wrong.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I don't want to really waste that much time. So if you guys can find what I'm talking about, or if it just doesn't exist, then I'd be happy
The
if you
study
let
that
me
you're
know.
citing is, I believe, the one that's like, I forget what the religious organization is that like funded it. Is it Focus on the Family? It's one of those weirdo ones.
One of them right-wing think tanks.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking.
Institute of Family Studies.
That sounds familiar, yeah. I think it was the same one that guy cited last time. They always say the same thing. Oh, we only need 8 more roses. It's one coin. It has to be from different people. So if you haven't sent a rose, click up top here. That's our flash goal. It's assigned by TikTok.
I believe you're right. Probably is a very biased source. So I mean, you're right. It's probably not a good source, but beyond that, I believe that is just how majority of men operate, in that they don't feel. You're right. It is. They just don't feel secure in the fact that yes, I see. They don't feel secure in the fact that they're a woman has had
What
a
is the
high,
opposite of
have a
feeling
high body count.
what's the opposite of feeling secure?
Insecure. But it is something that
Ding ding
I
ding ding
believe
ding ding
most
ding.
men. No, I believe it is the way that most men just simply operate, and I
Because
feel like
they're
you're gonna have a
insecure.
hard.
You win a
Okay,
prize.
yes, but I feel like
Ooh,
if you're
W Bip for the
unless you're
$5 for the pickle. You might actually get to see the
All hail
pickle.
Bip.
You might
Hector,
change your mind about a pickle.
Hector said, this study says people with two partners had the highest divorce rate. So basically, are you telling me that there's a Goldilocks version of body count? Like
Just
you
the
have to have
perfect number.
the just right number?
no,
Ooh,
I believe I believe I stand corrected, and that is not a good source of a good source to cite. It's,
oink oink Bip. Thank you.
but no. I think you say they're just insecure, but I think it's really just how most men operate, and then telling
Because
them
they're
they're
insecure.
insecure isn't going to change. Okay, yeah, maybe they are, but it's just not going to change anything unless you're gay. Then you necessarily would have a hard time finding a partner who
What?
isn't insecure.
Wait, what?
I found one.
What? Whoa.
Back up. What the hell?
Okay.
Explain that to me.
No.
I'm confused.
This is from my personal experience.
Okay, well, explain it to me, because I need you to break this down. Because you said it, and now I want to know.
What do you mean your personal experience?
Are you gay, Andre? It's nothing wrong with that. Like, please don't think that I'm trying to. Yeah.
I never said that. I said unless you are gay, we're gonna probably have, because from my personal experience, that's the views of most of the men who I've met. They would be insecure if a woman had a high body count, because they believe that in a relationship they would be unfaithful, more likely to be unfaithful.
Why don't men think of that with their male partners?
And someone just made
Would you
a good
say?
point. If you're not gay, how would that be your personal experience?
Well, no, it's from the men who I talk. It's not. I'm not gay.
No, it's
Can you
not
please stop?
It's not your personal experience.
No. It's from the personal experience
You
of the
spent a
men
lot
who
of
I've
time
met.
surveying gay men for TikTok lives. That's a very niche hobby, but I support you. Men need hobbies.
Men do need hobbies. At least ones where women aren't getting harmed. That'd be nice. Andre, you good?
Yes.
Okay.
Men also need therapy. I agree.
No, I don't survey gay men. I survey straight men. But I don't survey anyone. I talk to straight men.
Okay, so what are we saying? Because I just feel like I'm missing the point of all of this.
I don't think there is a point, Ren.
That's probably.
You're being punished.
I'm trying to say that I believe the majority of men believe that a woman is more likely to be unfaithful in a relationship if they've had a larger amount of partners. That's what I'm saying.
So you said women think that men are more likely to be unfaithful if they have a high body count? Sir,
What are you doing right now?
I said, I'm a little
Are you
busy.
guys, like, ripping over the kitchen? What is happening?
No,
You sound like
okay.
you're auditioning for a Roadrunner cartoon. What the hell, man?
No. I said that I believe
He's
men,
refusing a B.O.B. Why not?
I believe men think that most of. Okay, 1 second. Hold on.
Oh my
Baby, just
god.
mute. We gonna mute you.
Okay,
He just fell down the
What you
stairs.
We just gonna mute you for a second,
no,
darling.
listen. 1 second. I said I
He just
believe
get
that.
buried by his Tupperware.
Is this like pretending to
I
go through a
said
tunnel?
I believe that most men think that women with higher body counts are more likely to be unfaithful.
So are men with high body counts more likely to be unfaithful too?
Personally, yeah, I believe that.
So you're saying that the straight men that you talk to say
No
that
laughing Parkers.
they want a woman with a low body count because if they
This is
choose a woman
serious.
with a high body count, she gonna cheat on them.
Yes, that's generally the logic that I hear from a majority of men.
Logic is so loosely used there. Andre, what are you doing? What are you physically doing right now?
Are you refilling a vending machine or something?
No,
I thought you were
I'm
putting up some
walking.
drywall.
You're not.
So
If
you
you're
said you was
walking,
walking.
then you're
Are you
the
a
Tin Man.
Terminator?
You're the.
That's not what we're
Like you said you walking. Are you a Terminator, sir?
Crunch, crunch, crunch.
Are you bionic man? What's happening?
Okay.
Laura. Oh my god! I just choked my Red Bull. Laura.
Wait. So you guys said libs. Why are you meat riders for
You're
white
just gonna
supremacists?
ignore
What does
the
that?
fact that you're
He so badly doesn't want to
You're
talk
crunching
about
and jiggling.
what he's doing.
Andre, we're gonna mute you for a second. What the hell
I need
is
a minute.
happening?
Yeah, I need a minute.
What the hell is happening, yo?
Hey, Vicky. We are 55 away from our daily goal and showing you guys the biggest pickle you've ever seen. It's a two-hander.
Field of popcorn.
And I assure you, it doesn't sound like nuts and bolts in a bag.
He sounded like he was doing drywall, fell down some stairs, and then the whole toolbox fell with him. Like he just, oh my god.
Oh well, he's trying to have like a very serious conversation, and I can't.
Maybe he works for Ace Hardware. He's just like refilling those little things with the screws, those little bins.
Oh, you know what? That would make sense.
Then he said, "I'm just walking, bro."
If he just walking,
I am walking.
Where? In a
Walking
junkyard?
where?
Like where? Are you okay? Walking on what? With what? Are you not buried under whatever it is you're walking by?
What? What'd you say?
You know what it sounds like?
I-
Who's seen Brave Little Toaster?
I don't understand what's so
And
funny.
the machine is crushing stuff.
You work at a junkyard?
No.
Where you work at?
Hardware store?
Brave Little Toaster made me cry. That shit was sad. Oh, movies back then were sad.
Mm-hmm.
I'm an entrepreneur.
What? How old are you again, Andre?
20.
I'm 20.
He's rummaging around in some place that ought not be said on a live.
Does this like ring a bell? You know, cut it. That like
Right. I don't get what's so funny.
That's okay. You will someday. That's okay.
What do you guys
What
mean?
was your?
What do you guys
What
mean
did
by
you
the
mean?
what do you guys mean by like the? Well, do you want to talk about like the body count, or can I move on to like the last one?
we were trying to, and then you started crunching all over the place.
Okay.
Where did we leave off before you started
Yeah. So
reassembling
The
an
last
engine?
thing he said was that men tend to think of women with high body counts as potential cheaters. And we were trying to unpack why that's not a good or valid thing. And then the crunching. Captain Crunch.
Crunch, 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 crunch. Crunch, crunch. Crunch.
Do you agree with that idea, Andre? That yes, if most men think that way, do you agree with them?
it's not something that I necessarily just like inquire about on like a first date, but I believe it is true if you've had more partners, whether you're a man or a woman. I'm not gay, by the way. That you would be you would be more likely to cheat.
Why did you have to say that? That's
Because
like weird.
because I asked him was he gay. That's why.
I know, but still, it's like
really sticking with him. That's okay.
Like, I mean, if you were, whether you are, it's not.
I'm not gay, okay? Indeed.
Y'all, I'm almost certain I'm hearing a table saw of some sort.
Don't ask any more questions for him. It's not. They're not things. I just don't want to be held in a court of law as a prostitute. Anyway.
You think he Dexter?
No.
No, not that's not crunchy.
No.
That's squishy.
That's squishy is wild, Alina. Can we please focus? Like the idea.
You ever scraped off a vinegar before?
Oh,
God damn it, Alina. There it is.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. All right, moving on.
Yeah. So,
how
like,
would you know?
psychologically.
I'm sorry. Let me just ask him one question, then I'll let you back.
Yeah.
Andre, how would you know a person's body count if they don't tell you?
You wouldn't.
Ding, 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 ding.
It would matter because that's I don't know. That's literally just it's just the way that most men think. I don't. It just because somebody, if I'm a serial killer and I don't tell you, that you can't just say why does it matter? Like, and no, I'm not comparing having a high body count to being a serial killer. It's just an example of why just because you don't know something doesn't mean it doesn't matter.
Andre, what the hell are you talking about?
I just told you, just because you don't know something doesn't mean it doesn't matter.
Kristen.
Okay, hold on. While a serial unaliver is a concern, the difference in that is the people that are getting unalived did not consent to being unalived.
Okay. I just told you I'm not comparing the two. I'm just saying it, both are example of something that may matter, and just because you don't know it doesn't mean it doesn't matter.
But it doesn't work because guess what? Body count, as long as it is all consensual actions, it is completely different than being unalived without your consent.
I made that very clear I know it's a bad example. I made that very clear. I should have had a better example. But what I'm trying to say is just because you don't know something is happening does not mean or something happened does not mean it doesn't matter.
But why would it matter if you, explain to me how knowing matters.
What do you mean how knowing matters? Why do people learn stuff? Why do people ask questions?
But why would knowing a person's body count, how does that fundamentally affect your actual relationship?
It would, I believe for some men, it would make or break the relationship.
That's not
And
answering my question, because that's based in insecurity. How does it fundamentally change the relationship?
Okay, it changes the relationship because a lot of men feel uncomfortable with the
That's
it's
not
it's
fundamental, baby. That is insecurity. I asked you fundamentally, how does it change the relationship?
what do you mean? Like, what do you mean fundamentally?
How
Are we
does
assuming
it?
the are we assuming the man cares about the body count?
Yeah, and I don't care if you're talking about men or women, whoever it
Okay.
is. How does it fundamentally change the relationship knowing someone's body count?
So the partner who's just discovered the person's body count now knows how many partners that person has had before them.
And how
What
does
has
that
that changed?
fundamentally change the relationship?
It could possibly make the person who knew um, insecure, and it could possibly also make the person who just discovered uh, less interested in the other person's relationship.
Because of insecurity.
Well, you can call it insecurity, but you said body count doesn't matter, and I'm
Called it
telling
insecurity.
you, no, I'm telling you, a significant portion,
Motherfucker.
a significant portion of men believe that body count does matter. So it does matter if you're looking for a partner, because maybe the person who you want to get with cares about body count, and so that it does matter. The topic
I'm
matters.
trying to skip ahead because I'm zoning out a little bit. So here's the thing what that Ren was saying is you find a really great partner. Then you learn she has a body count that you don't personally like. Now, she hasn't changed one way or the other. She still cares about you the same way. She still communicates the same way. She still prioritizes you. Y'all are still fucking partners. Same people that you woke up as, you're going to sleep as, but now you know this information. And you can't get over yourself enough. Bro, that car alarm.
I swear.
I told y'all we're being punished with something.
Can you turn
I-
her
I-
You
off?
can't get over yourself enough that you're going to then sabotage and ruin a really nice relationship because that number suddenly matters to you, even though it did not affect anything, any way, shape, or form. Not ethically, not psychologically, not morally, not physically, but this number is now haunting you because of your own brain. And that's an okay and that seems healthy thing for you to proceed with.
It's just the way I think a lot of men operate. Okay, it's literally just something, and
By a lot of men, do you mean you?
no, I don't mean me. I've never inquired about a partner's body count ever before. I don't really care. I've said that.
Why are we
already
advocating for the devil when the devil needs no advocates then? If
I'm
you
not
don't believe
advocating
this,
for the
then
devil.
what the fuck?
I don't believe that men who care about body count are the devil. I don't think comparing them to the devil is fair.
Baby, that's not what, sweetie,
Cliches. Idiom.
I'm going to mute you while I say this because that car horse really has my nerves going
I'm
Oh
like,
my god.
bananas and I'm about to crash out. So,
Yeah.
the reality of it is no one is calling men devils. I mean, I do believe it applies in some instances. However, I also it's a cliche. It's a turn of phrase. Playing the devil's advocate. That is what she's saying. She's saying that the devil doesn't need advocates, which means why are you up here arguing a point that you don't even believe in?
Because you said they're just. You said first of all, you said something incorrect. That it doesn't matter. It does matter. It does. If a huge portion of the population believes that something matters, it does.
Andre,
There's a reason why.
Parker's gave you a very well-reasoned and well-worded response for how it does not, and you are still arguing the point. Did you hear her, or was the car alarm worming its way into your brain where you couldn't hear her?
For $30, we can save ourselves and be 25 away from a pickle. The biggest pickle you've ever seen.
Debbie Pickle.
All right.
Thank you, Adrian, for 5 for the big pickle.
Hey.
We're so close.
It's I said it matters for a significant
Did the cops get
portion
there?
of people. I said it matters for a significant portion of men, and that's just how they feel. It matters for a significant portion of the men. And if you're a woman who's trying to find a partner, it may be hard for you, especially if you live in a
It's not
not so like where an area where people don't have as much common sense. It might be hard for you to find a partner if you think body count doesn't matter, or if you.
So you think it's common sense that body count, in fact, does not matter?
Yeah.
Then why the fuck are you arguing this point?
Because it does. I think common sense that it doesn't matter, but it does. Because people believe it does, therefore it does.
Oh my god.
Helena, I swear to God, I'm about
Also,
to
like I said, I brought up a study. Listen, I brought up a study, and you can argue whether or not it was made in like a good like way, or if it's from a trustable source, but it still is a study that happened. So I don't like you. So wait. So if you get with like a man and you like discover they've had
did
like
you read the study?
Wait, okay, 1 second. Can I finish?
Did you read it?
So if you discover, yes.
Okay, go on, then we'll discuss.
But also, if you discover a man has been with 30 other women, do you slightly think that the man might cheat on you? Like, you just... No? So, okay, what about 50?
No, because guess what? People are going to cheat if they want to cheat. And however many people that were before me has no bearing on if they decide to cheat on me.
So you think that, just use common sense, you think the man was in so first of all, there's patterns, right? So you think the man was not in a relationship for all 50 times, or he was in independent different relationships? You don't think he cheated once to all those 50 times?
I don't care. I'm more concerned about emotional connection than I am concerned about physical connection. Because see, I need to know who are you attached to emotionally, because that's the thing that's going to bother me. Guess what? As far as physical stuff, I don't care. I don't care here. I don't care there. I don't care in a house. I don't care with a mouse. I just do not give a damn.
Are you? So do you think people get emotionally connected to previous partners?
Sometimes. Depends on the duration of the connection, etc., etc.
I think men and women get connected. I think humans crave connection. Period, point blank.
No one. Wait, I just lagged for a second. Can you answer the question again that I asked?
Crave connection.
You've lagged for 20 minutes.
Swear.
Oh, okay. Wow. All right. Well, do you think that people have emotional connections with previous sexual partners?
I believe humans crave connection, and they have connection to all kinds of people, which it may be previous partners. It may be somebody they had a crush on in high school. It may be the mailman. People crave connection.
Okay, but do you think they have a particularly strong connection with previous physical partners?
I think I am going to go Carvel.
I wish I had Carvel. At this point, I'm going to have to go and order me something because my nerves is going bad.
Y'all missed it. I just had to walk back to my back bedroom to soothe my dog, who was not... Pit bulls are not good howlers. They're not good at howling. But he was howling because he heard the fucking car alarm. So he was in distress.
Does he do that weird the cry thing that... Oh?
Yes.
Oh, my moose does that. When first time I heard it, I was like, what the fuck is that? It sounds like a human crying. And people are like, what is that? Just my
Yeah,
dog.
he does it when the chinchillas make their upset noise, when a smoke alarm goes off, or he hears car alarms.
Oh, Ren,
He's
guess
like
what?
upset. Is it nearly nap time?
No, Ren, guess what?
What?
No.
Yeah. So who did that?
Did he do
Ariel,
that to himself?
Ariel paid to kick. I think he sensed it. Thank God.
I think
Ariel.
he just excused himself.
Oh my gosh, so we're 20 away from the pickle. We might actually do this. Wait, I'm telling y'all, the way that this pickle grows in size from day to day, because I think you guys saw, I showed you this pickle maybe 2-3 days ago. It's a bigger pickle.
Mhm.
And we might not have this pickle for much longer. So
Wait. Before we open a new can of worms, I really do want to go through, like, this is how you check for validity of a study, y'all. Like, yes, the source obviously matters, and the source to that one was flawed as fuck. But you do the break down what the study concludes and then what factors were being taken into account. So that study said more premarital partners equaled higher divorce risk, which is statistically true, but that was only showing correlation, not causation. So in the quote-unquote study, they were adding a lot of conjecture that wasn't valid or even relevant at that point. They also had the effects pulled after controlling for personal values. Those controls were incomplete. Adult behavior and norms also matter. The study said that it applies to both genders equally, and that was fair, but men's self-reporting and sample differences weren't addressed. And finally, the study also said having exactly 2 partners is quote-unquote the worst. And that's likely just a statistical quirk, not a meaningful pattern, which also goes to the reliability of the source itself. I need people to practice more critical thinking skills.
W to DG. DG cleared out the goal and then some, saying was going to send for the kick, but now it's for the pickle. Ren, I can't believe you did this to me. Was it your Parker's?
Hey, Gray Fox. No, this was not me.
No, that was
Absolutely not.
Am I getting kicked already?
No.
No, we're just wondering what we did to piss Ren off. That's all.
Wait, no. Because I was actually about to. I was going for a little bit of chaos.
I'm shocked.
That's,
In this case, it's
I don't know,
pure
chaos,
They left.
revenge.
Damn it, they left. I figured
vengeance.
TD would have a fun time with this one.
Oh, I thought you were talking. I was like, he's right there. All right, should we do the pickle before we go down this weird path?
Oh, yes, because Gray Fox thinks that women only have pickles on the brain. So.
All right, get ready, y'all.
Yeah, I was gonna let TD up too because I figured this would be amusing for them.
That would be good. Yeah.
Oh,
Okay. I'm glad that we didn't piss you off without realizing it, Ren. Just checking.
Well,
Yeah,
I was
No, I was going-
hearing
I
y'all
was-
talking about body count, and I was like, well, why not?
yes, let's have
can think of
an
many reasons
asexual
why
person
not.
talk about body count. It's gonna be super useful.
I'm not that though.
Pickle!
Oh, that's cute.
Isn't she
I really
bigger,
like
y'all?
Yes.
It's like she has gotten bigger.
You should see.
Like I said, y'all, the biggest pickle you've ever seen. It's the biggest pickle that's ever been in my house.
Such a cuddly pickle.
It's cute. It's very cute. You should see my mom's.
Somebody
You're
send
ruining
this
it.
Somebody send this to Kai so she can see the sweet and sour pickle.
It's a cute little kitty. I ain't lying.
You're ruining it.
But
She looks
the
like a little
whole
bobcat.
Thank you,
joke
G
with
Snooks,
the
for
cute-
nickel for the pickle tickle.
Brine time. Fucking love you, Kristen. I've missed you.
Thank you,
I'm so glad you're
Andrea,
back from
for
vacay.
the. I can't tell what emoji that is. Thank you. You're expecting an
For
actual pickle?
something.
This is a pickle.
He's a pickle. Yay! Thank you, Taisha. Thank you, Lyra.
She outlived Cucumber, Cornishan.
She said, "Girl, I'm gonna sue." Now
Gherkin.
Ty, that's why I said that once
That's
you
why
figured
Ren's
out what the pickle was, that you were gonna be like, "Wait a minute," and talking about eating the pickle was gonna be really weird. That's why I cut you off.
Hey, Walshy, how are you? When are
Women
you gonna
love the
come do a
produce
show in
section.
Miami?
That's where you always find the women, is the produce section.
Shut up. Anywho, Pickle is one of my foster kittens. She is from the Miami-Dade shelter. She will be probably final drop off this week. Available for adoption. Super cute, super sweet. Still a little scared, but I mean, she saw her siblings die one by one, so I would be scared too.
Krista made a dad joke out of the
Thank you, Washi.
misogynistic joke. I can't. Oh, okay, she's home. That's what's important.
She is a survivor.
I love kitties.
Shut up! Nobody wants to hear you. You're ruining this moment for us.
You don't think Miki
People
and
donated
Yuki
for this.
It's a cute name, Miki and Yuki. That's my mom's cats. Miki and Yuki.
This cat's name is Pickles.
They're sisters.
No, Pickle.
They're brother and sister.
Oh, this cat name is Pickle.
One pickle.
And then I've got a buddy now.
I can't wait for all of the screenshots.
Pickles might not be a buddy though.
Shut up, dude. Like, what don't you understand?
He looks like a buddy.
You ever heard of like speak when you're spoken to?
Do you have an off button?
It is kind of like Parker's in cat form. Look at the eyes. She's paying her rent right now.
She's tolerating it very well. I think she tolerates it better than I do, like Albina.
Don't steal Miki and Yuki.
Ren, you did this. You talked to him.
What do you want to talk about?
Y'all was the only reason I'm up here is because y'all was talking about body count with the dude, and I was like just trying to come up here and maybe help him out, but you kicked him, and plus he contradicted himself.
He doesn't need help from an asexual person.
But I'm not.
Then okay, what are you? What are you?
I'm not asexual.
Okay, then you just don't have sex. Okay, that's fine. Whatever you want to call it.
I'm a Christian man that does not have that before marriage, and I'm not getting married. So there you go.
Okay.
You do understand that you just, you know what? Whatever.
Whatever. Yeah. He just doesn't want to identify. That's fine.
That's fine. If however you would like to identify, I accept that.
I guess one day I could get married. Who knows? But
that's not going to happen. Okay, actually, no. Right. Actually, yeah, the AI robot. Yeah.
AI robot.
That's the only
I
way.
would probably never be able to afford one of those.
No, you're not wrong.
Damn, how you gonna be broke and can't get no cheats? That's fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
I listen. I can if I want.
No,
you can't.
He couldn't even finish that. He couldn't even finish that sentence. He was like, he tried to get it out, but.
Well, I'm trying to be proper and cordial here. I'm not trying to be.
You've never been proper and cordial here. You've always just been weird. And sometimes anti-Semitic.
No, I am not anti-Semitic. I worship a Jew.
Oh.
How can I be anti-Semitic when I worship a Jew?
Hey. They're Jewish people. Can you please do that instead of saying it the way you did? Please?
Hey, I bless Israel. I pray for Israel.
Oh my fucking God.
But that's not what I asked. I asked you a very simple request. Can you do that?
Do what?
Say Jewish people.
Say Jewish people?
Yes, instead of the other way you said it.
Palestine in the chat. Thank you.
Well, listen, I'm just saying it what Christ was called when he was nailed to the cross. They said king of that word. So that's
I remember you being a religious freak.
Well, I'm not. I mean, freak. I mean, I don't know. I that word's a little evasive.
Ooh, religion, you say?
I think I'm gonna
Yeah,
take tonight
I'm not a
off.
religion guy. I just believe the Bible.
Damn.
That's all I do.
Okay.
I don't go to like a
So
religion.
have you
and
read
get taught
all
by
of the
it for
books
real.
of the Bible?
Yeah, I agree. I agree with all 66 books of the Bible. Yes.
The fact that you say there are 66 books of the Bible means that you don't know as much about this as you believe you do.
Well, I believe there's 66 books in the Bible if you're counting the Old and New Testament.
Right, but there are books that were taken out.
Does anyone remember this sweater?
You don't think God wanted those gone for a reason?
It fits her so well.
I believe those books were taken out for a reason.
What reason would it be? If God didn't take them out, why would they be? What reason would it be?
I think a lot of people try to interject their own thing into the Bible just for whatever reason, whether it was
Seen as okay.
Well, I haven't done deep research on this, but I did research on one of the books from the Bible, and I believe it was what was that? The book of was it Jubilee? I can't remember, man, but it was one of those books that was so supposedly taken out of the Bible, and it just doesn't match up. Like it doesn't. It's too contradictory of what the Bible's saying, so it's probably not true.
The Bible in and of itself is contradictory. In the
I rolled up
66
her little sleeves.
Not in its current form, it's not.
Yes, it is.
And what would that be?
I don't really want to talk about it because Elaine doesn't like having religion discussions at all. So I'm not.
I mean, I can just go to sleep, Ren, and you can just talk about it. Well, that's what's gonna happen if we talk religion. I'm already like,
Nope, I'm not doing it.
Well, I'm not trying to get us into a religion. I came up to talk about body count, but I mean, I'll talk about anything y'all want.
Okay, body count doesn't matter.
I guess to a degree you could say beauty is in the eye of the beholder, yeah. But I think on a more broad level, it's unattractive on a woman.
you think? Wait, you think everything
think
about
women
women
are-
is unattractive? Like, not just the body count. We've had many conversations. Like, you find women annoying, and you're just not interested in women.
Yeah, because most of them, and I'm not trying to say anything, I don't know how else to say it, but most of those women are, how do I say it? The high body count women. That's what most women are today. All women know. I've never met one that wasn't, but that's my luck. So
What is
whatever.
a high
W,
body?
the spirit of the Jezebel.
What is a high body count to you?
Oh, you'll just get offended.
No, I won't. You can't offend me.
3.
Well,
Very
Interesting.
cute.
Oh
so
my God,
3
that.
women. And
That's my opinion, though.
how old
Other
are
dudes
you?
have different levels.
How old are
Hey,
you?
little pumpkin.
I am 46 years of age.
So in 46 years, let's say you're dating a woman that is the same age as you. You're
I've
saying
never
that
been on a date.
for shits and shiggles,
Shiggles.
just follow along with it, okay?
Okay.
So let's say you're trying to date somebody, and she is also 46. You're telling me that she can only have slept with 3 people in 46 years. And if we just say that they started the grown-up activities at 16, I know that's young, but it makes the number easier. That means in 30 years, they could only have slept with one person every 10 years?
How it's been with me. I mean, if you want to, well, I mean, I guess it wouldn't work that way because, I mean, I had a body count before I didn't, but, yeah. I mean,
That's not how that
I've been
works.
single and celibate for 20 years. I mean, I don't know. I mean, what do you expect? I get, like, I'm
Everybody
not gonna
can
lessen
do it.
myself.
Single
So
and
the number's
celibate for 20
imaginary.
years.
That's why, yeah, that's why I'm single, though. That's probably why, because I'm not attracted to the modern day woman. Like, I already know kind of what it is. Like, I don't, like look down on them. I just ain't attracted to them. And I think most men are like that today. I think men are like just not attracted to y'all. I mean, and I'm not putting down anybody's looks. I'm not. Trust me, I'm not saying anything about looks. I'm saying just y'all could be like.
Even the men that come in here and hate my fucking guts, half of them would admit that they're still attracted to me.
I'm not saying you're not attractive, and I'm not saying you're not attractive to men.
But you to say that most men like don't find women attractive is wrong.
Listen, I can say that Kim Kardashian is an attractive girl, but she's disgusting. Though. Like
she's
it's
not
like
a girl.
Woman, girl. She's in her 40s.
She has to pay guys to be with her because she's so played out or ran through. But she's still an attractive girl.
She's not a girl. She's in her 40s, bro.
Choo choo, motherfucker.
Okay, woman. Okay, woman. She's still an attractive woman. Is she attractive? Am I attracted to her that way? No. Heck no. Because I already know it's like, ugh, But I mean, she still has a face that's attractive, right? So I mean, yeah, beauty is skin deep, right?
I just want to point out that we could have been enjoying this little pumpkin pickle without the annoying background noise if it wasn't for Ren.
I'm glad that I got to see the kitty. I'm glad I love the kitty.
I'm just kidding, love you, Ren.
That kitty would love me. You don't even know. I'm the cat whisperer.
Are there any men that would like to do the emotional labor?
Emotional labor?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Humoring you is emotional labor.
Listen, the day that you are ready to admit that you are asexual, because there's nothing wrong with it.
Yeah, but like I'm not saying
I will be here to listen to you and accept you.
God could send me an angel that is like everything I ever dreamed of. That's a possibility. I'm not saying.
No, God would not punish a woman like that.
I'm just saying that it's not that it's just the whole women thing of today. Like,
you're not saying anything because you said a lot of words and they don't mean anything.
Yes, they do.
They don't.
Put a pumpkin. Is there a pumpkin emoji? Can we get a pumpkin emoji?
I hold up the mirror. Some people don't like what
you
they
can talk
see
to the person above you.
I advocate for a pumpkin sticker to be added for the good ones. So I find it interesting. Couple things you said interesting. Main thing being you're under the belief that Kim Kardashian has to pay men to have sex with her, whereas as far as I'm concerned, she batted her eyes at a dude and they'd probably give her the world if she didn't have it already.
Anything
and you
with
think
a man with her is
three, what makes you believe that?
Because you see it. Like men don't stay with her. Like she has to like that's what she probably does. It's like
I feel like there's so many other factors as to why those relationships won't work that have nothing to do with money.
I'm pretty sure she ended all of those relationships.
No, Tommy,
yeah,
for his name Davidson, like, bro, he hit it and quit it. Like, he didn't even look back. Like, now maybe the whole Kanye West thing, but that's just because she tried to make him crazy, right?
What?
He did not need any help with. He did not need her help.
Yeah, Kanye, that was a thing. I just think that was kind of a thing just to set Kanye up and make him crazy.
You think Kanye needed, that's a new level of misogyny. You think Kanye West needed Kim to make him crazy? Really? Have you not been paying attention?
I think Kanye was starting to make too many waves, and that's why they put him in that mental hospital to try to like, and they probably did make him a little crazy. He was probably never
So you think he's making sense?
Yeah, because he went crazy, got pumped up on a bunch of drugs, and they dyed his hair blonde. That's what they always do for some reason. It's like
that was his choice. You okay? All right. Kanye West released a single that has now been taken off of all of the music streaming platforms, named "Hail Schmittler." He released it back in May as a single. I don't know
look who wants to be my lap all of a sudden.
Listen, I'm not up here like saying that I agree with everything Kanye does. I'm just saying like I think that Kim Kardashian. I just think that marriage wasn't real. I don't believe it was real. And maybe Kanye thought it was, but I don't think anybody else thought it was.
I think contributing Kanye's insanity to Kim Kardashian is insane when she was the one in the relationship, and this is well documented, who consistently tried to get that man help. For all the things you don't like about her and her, I don't know, outlandish lifestyle, she tried to keep that man in check.
You should hear my theory on Bruce, bro.
I'd rather not.
You should hear my theory on Bruce.
No.
Have you ever seen The Manchurian Candidate with...
I don't care. Dude,
you know,
why do you think...
If you got laid more, you would spend less time rotting on Reddit.
But no, I don't do Reddit. I don't do Reddit.
I don't believe you.
I don't do. I mean, every once in a while I'll Google something like about a video game and it'll pop up on Reddit. But I mean, it's not like I'm
what do you spend your free time doing?
I research a lot. Like that's what I do a lot. Most of the time, if I'm not like playing video games.
Where?
Or paint my house or whatever else.
Searches on YouTube.
Well, no, that was early, like back in the 2003 era. But I mean, yeah, YouTube's not a tool anymore. I use BitChute most of the time. If I'm gonna use a search engine for video, I use BitChute. And Rumble. Rumble's pretty loose too.
Ooh.
Can you ask Vishu if body count matters and tell me what you find?
What's that?
Ask Vishu if body count matters.
Y'all, BitChute it's YouTube but without standards. It's a video service that allows.
Last time we talked about that, I got
things.
banned.
Oh.
Yeah, so let's
I have no idea what y'all are talking about. Never mind.
It's a
I'm not trying to do nothing bad here.
A weirdo.
I mean, you'd be shook to shit if you did know, Hector. It turns out you're not pro Yahtzee going into the forums.
The biggest one that I've been using big time is Derek Johnson. I mean, that's a huge one right now. Like,
my guy, why do you think 3 body counts or a body count of over 3 is bad?
Well, maybe I'm being a little bit, I don't know, unrealistic in that sense. If I was,
what was your body count before religion?
What was body count before? Yeah, women probably would get.
What was your body count, dude? Yours?
Oh, my. I don't know, like 8 to 10, I think. If I had to guess, like right off the bat.
That's crazy.
It's all just projection.
Do you think you have less value as a person because of that?
I could, yeah. I probably to women I do. There's probably women out there that I do. Yeah.
No, that's not what I asked. Do you think you have less value because of that?
Yes.
Crap, I have a passenger. You're right back.
I do. I'm being honest. I mean,
if it makes you feel better, Gray, that's not what makes you worthless. You're welcome.
I'm sure. Okay. Well, I'm just saying. Like, I think it's one of the attributes.
I think she likes the pumpkin better.
No, it sure isn't.
It's one of the strikes on
Turns out your substance of a person, that's what makes you worthless. You're welcome, Beans.
I don't promote hate upon anyone. I don't hate nobody. I'm good with everybody. But, I mean, it doesn't mean I have to be attracted to them.
You were just promoting the hate and all of the evils that one man has been doing publicly on a woman who was just like unfortunate enough to be married to him for what, 30 days?
Oh, you were talking about Kanye West again?
No, they were married longer than 30 days.
Listen, I know
How
that.
long were they married?
You're thinking about Chris Humphries.
Yeah, Chris
Man,
Humphries.
I don't give a fuck about.
Yeah,
I am.
He was smart. Yeah. He was like, nah, I'm good.
He was a major L. Dude was so immature. Like, bruh.
I was like, how does Kanye has definitely undiagnosed bipolar disorder that exacerbated after the loss of his mother. Like, it's a whole thing. And how are we demonizing? It's not an excuse for any of the Yahtzee-isms that he's been leaning into and all the anti-Semitism. Like, you being mentally unwell in that regard doesn't make you all of these bad things. The way he's manifesting and digging in is his own personal choice. But, like, she's so fucking cute. But to then also put all of his actions, all of his choices on a woman is like the point. It's the point. It's the point. So thanks for proving the background.
Time a little bit. Can we actually like look at the calendar and how this happened? Kanye West publicly endorsed Donald Trump, and then the next day he was put in a mental hospital. So you got to look at that. You know what I mean?
Gray Fox, darling, well, sweetie.
Like
First
that
of all,
day, he was put in a mental hospital.
hey, I need you to listen, okay? Kanye had documented issues well before anything happened, right?
But it took the endorsement of Donald Trump to get him in that hospital. Yes, we all know. We saw it.
Let me finish.
Live time. I believe it was at a concert.
Ribbit.
You can go watch the video.
Gray Fox, let me finish talking, please.
Are you talking about the concert where he spent like 30 minutes not actually doing a concert, but just ranting about politics?
Yes, that concert.
That is definitely
I could see how that would
sign.
seem a little unhinged for a music artist to not actually perform music and then have to refund a bunch of people.
So he gets put in a mental hospital? I mean, he has a platform. He should be able to use it.
He was dying
like public inciting violence.
He was
just said, go Trump. That's all he
When
did.
people are paying you for a musical act, no, that's not what they're paying you for. Now, if they're paying for him for like a political rally, a speech or something.
Kanye has really been the same since that day. That's just my whole point of this.
He hasn't been the same since his mother died. We've talked about this.
Yeah, whatever Kanye's doing, I don't hold him accountable. I'm not mad.
I like that you know just enough about Kanye to not know fucking shit. Like, that's really impressive, honestly. This is what I say about your worth and your value not being tied to your body count or lack thereof. It is just like how you talk, how you think, how you present yourself. Who you are is what makes you ugh.
You should really hear about the whole Bruce Jenner thing. You want to talk about that one?
No,
by the way,
dead name one more time, I'm gonna drop you for fucking free.
Oh wait, I swear I was about to drop him because say it one more time.
I mean, we do.
Say nothing. I just said somebody's name.
We do have a little extra in the bank.
I won't even talk about it. Won't bring it up unless y'all want to get rid of me. I understand. I get it.
I do have a question for you, Gray. Is Kanye West the only artist or celebrity that came out for Donald Trump in support?
At that point in time, yeah, that was pretty revolutionary.
At that point in time. No, that's completely incorrect. Like, if you want to look at all the celebrities that were in support of Donald Trump, not one of them has been to the mental hospital, so it seems to be a very isolated instance, because then you would have to explain why he's the only one that cannot be in support of MAGA or Donald Trump. Like, it doesn't make any sense.
What A-list actors were coming in the defense of Donald Trump in 2015, 2016?
We can pull out a list. There's no problem. Like, I mean,
Kanye is not an A-list actor, though.
Because there wasn't many.
Like, we can absolutely, like, yeah, I would definitely agree that there wasn't as many as there is now. But there's definitely, quite a lot. There's
watching
definitely
people holding heads of him, mock heads.
I believe I was in the middle of a sentence.
I'm not gonna talk over Kiara. Like, you're absolutely the fuck not.
I already have like a couple in the comments. Like, we can look up the entire list. But Hulk Logan was in support. Kid Rock. Like, there was like quite a few that came out, and it's just funny that he's the only one that gets put in the mental hospital. Y'all's
the Kid Rock's career after he
y'all's conspiracy theories are just lacking in substance. Like, make it fun
and creativity.
I know. Like, if you're gonna go into a rabbit hole, like, look at leftist conspiracy theories, which they always turn out to be true. There's so much substance, there's so much evidence, and y'all are dumb as fuck.
I don't understand why I said anything that was too bad. It's not like I'm being personal here. I'm just saying I'm talking about Kanye West. And
I'm just saying that your conspiracy theory lacks substance or evidence or any supporting details that makes it credible. Like, if you were to show me, oh my fucking God, why the fuck you always have to start your sentence in the middle of mine? Oh my God. Okay, so I just want to, like, it would be convincing if it would be like a bunch of celebrities that came out and then would have the same treatment.
got this pretty much, but that's the thing. None of them were married to Kim Kardashian. That's my whole point. Kanye West was. And I already think they did something similar to Bruce Jenner, but I won't get into it because
Told you not to dead name.
A mess.
Mm-hmm. And this is why, like, Hector was being really nice and being like, you know, what is your own worth? Da 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 da. His own worth is nothing. He thinks of himself as nothing. That's why he projects. In which case, instead of intrinsic value, there are extrinsic values.
Oh,
and
your
the
stalker's here.
extrinsic value is that, oh, good. It's been a hot minute. What a fucking loser. Got it. The extrinsic value is fucking nothing. He's worth nothing. Not many humans can say that, but man, he is worth negative nothing. Piece of shit.
Like I personally think Caitlyn Jenner is a piece of shit human in a lot of ways.
Yep.
But I am always going to call her Caitlyn Jenner.
Yeah.
Even though she doesn't respect anyone else's rights, but
yeah, but I'm consistent.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I couldn't imagine. Like, how are people not embarrassed?
I agree with that sentiment so wholeheartedly, because if we give this illusion that it only means something to be trans when it suits our narrative or when they align with our ideologies, we're essentially weakening the idea of trans identities. So that's why I'll never catch us to the fat phobia, the racism, the misogyny. Like it's just never appropriate to do that.
Well, unfortunately, like, I'm often called out a lot for fat shaming meaty boy. I'm working on it.
You encourage it, though, no?
Huh?
You encourage it, though, no?
Encourage what?
Him.
Not really, because for his health. Remember when he first came here, he was like not breathing well.
That's fair.
Stressed out. There's so much to do, but I heard that and I was like, I'm gonna chime in. Because
I do love meaty boy though, and I don't think he's any less of a cat. I think he's actually very cute as a chunk, but
he's a barrel. He's cute. I love
his
him.
health.
Mm-hmm.
He's a barrel.
I know, Midnight. I'm just making a bad joke.
Is that person? Do you think it's the same person that said that I'm selling you stuff?
Maybe.
Could be. Yeah. Parker, did you see that?
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
All right. You know what time it is?
Time for stalkers?
Time for a meaty boy?
Because you about to go.
Meaty boy.
Because I need a nap.
Yeah, I am not, for anybody that's in here, I am not going live tonight. I am taking the night off, and I will be back tomorrow, but tomorrow's show will probably be a little bit later because one of my favorite people on this app will be being interviewed in another live.
Wait, I'm not being interviewed. What do you mean?
Midnight.
But you said one of your favorite. You said your favorite person on this app.
I said one of my favorite people. I said what I said.
She said one of. She did say one of.
And you didn't say your favorite white person. So that's
Wait, Midnight said don't take this one.
Damn.
Yeah, I was about to say, Alina, 10 seconds, if she can't make it about herself, about beef, that we're beefing. Like, whenever I'm like, oh, she doesn't come here anymore because she hates me, she wants to catch.
So yeah, midnight is going to be anybody that is aware, keep, if you don't mind me, can I say this? I really want everybody to come. Okay, Kiana and Erica, they have a Black Joy space on Thursdays. And tomorrow they are interviewing Midnight Persona. She's going to talk all about cosplaying, streaming, and whatever fantastical things that they ask her about and that she's willing to share with us. So if you're here, you should absolutely be there if you're on this app because it's going to be a good time.
The people. Should we give the people what they want right now?
Fuck yeah.
He did throw up again though.
Mm-hmm. Stuff happens.
You're not going live today?
No, not today.
Too many pets.
Okay,
Too many
well,
pets.
let's make this a random surprise. I'll be hosting a live tonight, an open forum about Bonnie Blue. And it's going to be from a radical feminist perspective. I'm going to do not a long live, maybe just 30, 45 minutes, but I'm going to do it. Just decide.
You know, what's great about Kiara is that, like, I understand every move she makes because she just said she's so stressed out because she's traveling tomorrow. And what do stressed out people do? They put another thing on the plate. I relate.
Mm-hmm. Reasonable human being.
Did you guys see him get up on his back legs?
He did the little dolphin.
Because he thinks it's a little treat.
Yeah.
Pull out my unhealthy behaviors in front of 136 people.
He bit me.
He is
But look at
getting
him.
a little bit more spry.
Oh, he's very
He
spry.
thought you had a treat. That was your fault. You were literally
That is my
baiting him.
fault. Where's Artichoke? You're missing your boy. He really is getting, like, spry. Okay, you're getting a little crazy with those nibbles.
It's Wednesday, right?
It is. Oh, I need to take Ben's to the curb.
Artichoke isn't even live. Where are they? They're missing this.
Parker's.
Mm-hmm.
Have you talked to how's she doing today? She good?
Yeah. Oh, she's very excited. Like,
Yes.
This is a thing that is openly talked about. Megan got her a whole uterus yeeted very successfully. She is home. She is happy. She's out of it and sleeping a lot, but she is so relieved.
Okay. I didn't want to put a business out there if she didn't want a business out there.
Nah, but you're good. And I checked through the list.
Okay.
She's doing wonderfully. She'll be awake enough probably within another couple days to start TikToking regularly, and then she will be all up all of our asses because she is on bed rest for 6 weeks. So this is all she'll be able to do.
Is she gonna try to get down to you sooner rather than later?
Yeah, as soon as she can drive, she'll be here. So that will make me feel better. In the meantime, she has people I trust making sure that her soon-to-be ex is being useful.
We get a flop, sir. Can we? Oh, there we go.
Ooh.
There we go.
Good stretch flop.
Good plot.
Yeah. Oh, and he bounced right up. He's doing so good.
He is.
You've been hanging out now.
Because he's teethy.
Don't go to a life of crime. Not you two.
Go to a life of crime. Judgy Wudgy.
You just have to stay like on the straight and narrow for another 2 weeks. Okay?
Straight and narrow. Whatever. Sensitive Artichoke would. Oh, that was a good plot.
And I love here it
They
says air
take him.
biscuits. Look at it, look at it.
Even if there were wanted posters for him everywhere.
You saying that they would go on the lam together?
Yup.
He really is looking good, y'all. Like,
His
I'm so happy for him. Honestly, like I'm starting to see a little indent here.
His little happy paws.
When we get his health certificate exam, they'll be able to tell us like what weight he's at. When he left, he was 16 pounds, and that's kind of like the vet said that's like that should be his like max. But look at he didn't pop. Oh, look at him! Look at that range. He can groom himself
He's
now.
cleaning himself. Yeah.
That was a good stretch. Not for free. He's like, but I can. I was just proving that I can.
Hey.
His fur looks better too, though.
Yeah, he doesn't have
that dandruff is not as
very little dandruff. It's crazy how bad he looked when he first got here.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm gonna miss him.
I was about to say, is it gonna be hard for you?
Oh, for sure. You know me, I cry out every single time. But I'm happy that he's going to a goon. We can keep an eye on him.
Yeah.
Before we close out, can we finish out the little heart hands? Exactly, Marina. I'm a Cancer, so. Thank you, everybody. Why are you so cute? Are you going to be a good boy?
He's so happy. I love the little happy
I wonder if he's
paws.
going to miss me.
You must be joking.
Or if he just tolerates me.
It's like, he missed you before.
A good little. Thank you, guys. Appreciate you. Thank you, Robbie, and for Kickass, DG, everyone that and Tan Hearts, Ariel, Hector, Trisha, Kristen, and
I love
13.
that he keeps tucking that paw in because he wants to get comfy, but he's so happy he also wants to eat the biscuits.
Thank
so
you.
Cute.
Yes, Bug Life. This big beautiful boy does have a home already. He got
There you are, Artichoke.
He got adopted and returned. He has a new home. You made it.
Always supposed to be artichokes.
You know, that does make sense because Artichoke wasn't quite ready when he was ready for adoption.
Yep.
Because no chin though. He needs a chin implant.
Yep.
Why do all tuxedo cats not have a chin?
They don't need them. Yep, he was always supposed to be artichokes.
Look at how he grooms himself now. I'm so proud of you, bud. Can you not ow. Listen, you're giving a bad first impression, bud. You gotta be good.
You can have a picture of him doing to you like you got a mouth, and Choke just gonna be like, that's all right. Them love bites.
I mean, it really doesn't. He doesn't really break the skin. It's like little nibbles. Pretty much all my cats do that.
Every time I take a new shower, I'm like, oh, I have like a scratch. somewhere that I find because the water hits it. I'm like, damn, when did that even happen? There's no way to know. The love bites don't count. You're fine.
You should get a thing and try to teach him how to walk on a leash, choke, and then you should take him for walks around the neighborhood and do a whole thing called Adventures with Meaty Boy.
Or even in the little stroller. That might be even better for him.
Yeah, but just take him all these different places, all over the world, all over the city. Why not?
He's so good. There was a tiny girl tuxedo cat that I fostered, Tansy. I fostered her a few years back. She had been at the shelter for 7 years, and no one wanted to adopt her because everyone's like, she's so mean and all that stuff. Because she would bite people, but like I realized that if you would just just straight up, just like I would just go like this and just straight up give her my hand, because she would never really bite hard, but it would like startle people. But if I would just give her my hand and let her get her nibble in, she would be fine. And then when I brought her home to like foster, she got in my lap immediately, and we ended up getting her adopted after 7 years in the shelter.
Oh. My Savannah cat used to fall asleep gnawing on my hand in not like the cutest manner, but that's just how he fell asleep constantly up until maybe 2 years ago. He's like 14. Cats are weird.
When I tell y'all he has not stopped purring, I wish you guys could hear it. Like before he leaves, I want to get my little wireless mic thing and record some videos of him purring. Because this whole time he's just purring.
Because he's
It's crazy to think that he was like just some outdoor cat at the animal sanctuary.
I think that he's really like, when you told me like the story about the owner, I was like, nah, that's just no way. Because I've seen him with you. There's just it just makes me very upset knowing what he's been through. I love you so much, Meaty Boy. I'm so happy you're going to your goon home, as you should.
In a blue state. Leaving this hellhole. Speaking of hellholes, have y'all heard the story about ICE removing a kid from foster care here in Florida?
Yeah.
I mean, the one of the craziest ones that I've heard so far, and that's when I went into like insane mode, is when I heard that ICE agents were waiting outside of the labor and delivery unit and took the mother in, like, just freshly postpartum. I somebody who just recently gave birth, oh my god. Ugh.
Yeah.
Meaty Boy, do you like Pepina?
The cruelty is the point.
Yep. I was like, that's why they're attacking children's birthday parties, they're attacking graduation ceremonies, they're going to the court as people are showing up for their court date to scoop them up.
Or you outside of Costco?
It's just the cruelty of it.
Home Depot.
Mm-hmm.
Elementary schools.
I should just get melted already.
All right, y'all, get your final screenshots. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. Thank you for...
Oh, he giving face, ain't he? Look at him.
Damn.
He's giving face. He's giving leg. He's giving belly. Meaty Boy. Give us angles. Give us... Yes, smize. Smize a little bit. Oh, yeah. Give us chin.
He's so handsome and he knows it.
Give us chin.
say give us chin when you were just making fun of his lack of chin. How dare you?
That's Melissa so funny. All right, y'all. Oh my gosh. Hold on.
Just both feet in the air. Oh. Yeah, he's good. He's fine. He's recovered. He's recovered from his traumas. He's good.
He is rolling back and forth a little easier. He is working the crowd. I told him, I said he already has a Maddie, that's not Mouse. Maddie, that's this is Meaty Boy. This is the cat from the animal sanctuary. He was returned. Oh, we found him a new home with one of the goons.
All right, go take your nap.
I know, this is the longest goodbye ever.
It's nap time for everybody.
Okay.
It's very Midwestern of you, honestly.
They're both low. Hitting the slurp truck.
Okay, that's great. I'm right where with you. I'm not there with you. I'm not.
Everybody in the club start bouncing.
Think you can not what I do? I doubt it.
It's all clear over here. All clear.
I'm here. Where's the action?
Oh, they knew you were coming, so they left.
Good call. I'd do the same, honestly.
Yeah. Keenan, thank you for the 100. You're awesomes. Thank you. Silverback, I appreciate the gifts too. Update? Yeah, my game had an update. I don't know what it was though, to be honest, half awake.
Oh man. Alright, I'm going for that.
Yep. Purple DMR bunks. 4 bunks here. Gold Fury?
Ooh. I might grab that.
I'm lucky if I cook with it.
Oh, you are. Nice. Okay.
Yeah, there's a green spire. If I get a blue spire, I'll honestly drop the Gold Fury.
I'm gonna carry this DMR.
I doubt it.
Think you can... I doubt it.
No.
Well, we'll get it in a minute.
Yep.
I'll let you
So,
wait.